Fires it. Back in the end zone. It's good!
Welcome back to the Springdale Bulldog pregame show here on Springdale Athletics Foundation Television. And joining us, as he always does, is head coach Brett Hobbs of the Springdale Bulldogs. Coach, let's talk a little bit about a game last week that was A, humid, B, very physical, and a game that you guys were in a position to win, ultimately losing 24-20.
Yeah, it was a very tough, hard-fought game. Like you said, it was, the temperatures. That was one thing that was kind of frustrating is you're able to play in that type of weather, heat, and everything, but you're not allowed to practice in it. So it's kind of hard to get acclimated to that weather, especially early on in the season. But we knew going into Harrison that they're a very well-coached team that plays extremely hard. They're extremely physical, and credit to them for sure. But I felt like that, we had an opportunity to win that game. I felt like we should have won that game, and felt like that, we really beat ourselves. So that's something that we're focusing on and trying to improve for this next week.
Coach Johnson and I were talking during the broadcast that really after just kind of the first two series that Harrison ran, you guys pretty much dominated the football game the rest of the way. Physically, you guys sort of kicked it into gear. Was there a fundamental change, or just everybody get comfortable?
Yeah, I think it was probably the first game jitters and everything, getting that out of their system. And I don't know for whatever reason, but the previous two, the Shiloh scrimmage, we got down 14-0. This week we were down 14-0, gave up a couple big plays, but that's kind of been our motto as far as, hey, last play, next play. It is a long game. We need to make sure we don't want to get too high, too low, at the beginning. But we do have to start out, faster because this as we go along through the season, the teams that we play, if we get down like that, it's going to be extremely hard to catch back up, especially with the offense that we run. So we definitely don't need to dig ourselves, a hole starting off the game. But I am proud of the way that our guys, continue to battle, and it didn't let them really phase them getting down, and kept on playing.
Let's talk about your defense a little bit. Very impressive. After those first two drives, they really settled in and shut down this Harrison offense. Had 167 yards in the first half, 201 at halftime. Yeah. And then after that, really, really played well.
Yeah, they did. And, I mean, if you look back, there's three big plays, that you can go back to that really hurt our defense. And, that's what we've got to do is we got to make sure do not give up the big play. Make them earn everything. Make them keep snapping the football, because the more snaps they get, I feel like that either a turnover, turnover on down, something like that. But, the one that really hurt was the 3rd and 38 late in the game. And, and that's a coaching point that we're going to emphasize. And, we put the blame on ourselves as far as, we need to make sure that the kids understand the situation and put them in a better position. And, because we can't allow 3rd and 38 and give up a big touchdown right there.
A lot of positives, a lot of guys flying around to the football. You've got a veteran defense. You got some young defensive linemen that were making a difference. There was great penetration most of the night. Linebackers were covering, and your young secondary, inexperienced as they were, really kind of held up, I think, better than most expected.
Yeah, and we're extremely proud of them because going into it, we thought our defensive line was going to be our strength, but we lost some guys that haven't been here or for whatever reason, but we've had some of those young guys step up. Julian Arroyos that we talked about before had a really big game. And getting Alex Guevara back is going to help us out. Obviously, Alexander Santana and Zach Turner help up front. And then, Our linebacker position is probably our most experienced, which that definitely helps with Brandon Lauder, Michael Dixon, Jacob Simpson. And then, like you mentioned, our secondary, Tristan Skelton, kind of, he's the leader back there in the secondary, returning starter. But, Ricky Balderas did a great job, I felt like, coming in for Caden Asrud, and that was his first varsity football game. And
nearly had an interception in the second half.
Yes, right through his hands. So, I was really proud of the way those guys stepped up and believing in the system that we're running, that we're doing, but also, our other guys kind of rallying around them and picking them up and making them feel comfortable and confident as they come into the game.
Let's talk about the offense, which got off to kind of a slow start. 325 yards rushing in the ball game, which, if my math is correct, that is the highest total for a Springdale team this century. The 325. So the running game, Jack Pounders went over 100. Khalil was up around 100. I think he finished up with 96. I think you found some running backs and some things that you like.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I thought Jack did a very good job, especially as the game went on, as far as his reads, and he did a great job with that. Khalil, which, he was the one that at the beginning of the season we said he's going to have a breakout year. Just the way he runs the ball and he gets it downhill, and when we run those rocket tosses, he really does a great job, and they do a good job blocking for each other. Noel Howard, he had some big plays as well. That was his first varsity game, but actually his first game since junior high school. So, having him come in and play, and then, of course, our fullbacks with Lodge Kit and Rancel Oriana. If you look at, 325 yards, but it was all kind of divided up, 100 yards by our quarterback, 100 yards by our fullback, and then 100 yards by our slots. If you combine them all, give or take a little bit. So, it's one of those where, the defenses can't say, well, we're going to make him make the play, or we're going to take this away because, they have nothing else. I thought it was a great job by, all three of those different positions.
Yeah, a lot of things that were positive on offense, few turnovers. You had the one turnover on the pitch in the first half. And, we've talked about thirds and fourth downs, and we'll talk about that coming up here in just a second. But this week's opponent, a little bit different, the Farmington Cardinals. They're a much more electric offense. They play a lot faster than Harrison did. So we're going to talk about the Cardinals coming up. You are watching the Springdale Bulldog pregame show on Springdale Athletics Foundation Television.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gray, principal at Harbor High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for students to compete in. I am Donald Tucker, president of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
If you want fast, easy, and affordable service, visit McClarty Daniel. Keep your vehicle running like new in our state-of-the-art service facilities. We know your time is valuable. Our factory-certified technicians with decades of experience will get you in and out and back on the road quickly. We service all makes and models at our 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale. Open 6 days a week.
Visit McCartydaniel.com to schedule your service appointment today.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Welcome back to the Springdale Bulldog pregame show here on Springdale Athletics Foundation Television, getting set for kickoff here in just a little bit. Coach Hobbs is kind enough to join us. We'll continue our conversation with tonight's opponent, the Farmington Cardinals, a team that we've seen the last couple of years. Get them back here at JWBS tonight. And this is a carbon copy team from the team we've seen the last 3 years. They're big, they're physical, and they've got a bevy of running backs and like to come downhill at you.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And, you know, they've gotten us the past 3 years. Last year, it wasn't as close, you know, as the previous 2 years. And if you remember 2 years ago, we were up 19-0 at halftime. They came back. So there's no quitting that team, and they're very well coached by J.R. Eldridge. You know that they're going to be very sound. They're going to have a great game plan that they're going to execute. Their players are, you know, they're just great football players that play hard and play with great technique. And so we're expecting it to be another physical game. They've got their returning running back that, you know, had a great season last year. So
Seems
it's
like there's been an Elsick at Farmington for a half a dozen years.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
there's been a bevy of them, and they're all the same.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
they look like they roll off an assembly line, the big, strong backs. And I mean, you talk about they've lost a lot, and they played Greenbrier last week, struggled a little bit with Greenbrier. But this is a team, I think that, you know, when you see them, not much has changed. It's just plug and play for them.
Yeah, it is, and I mean, I think that you know, says a lot about their program and their coaches and everything. And you know, Farmington, I think it's you know, it's a school that's going to continue to grow. I think it's going to continue to get better each and every year, and I think that we've kind of seen that, you know, the past 3 years, especially as we've played them. You know, I'm excited about getting them back here at home this year. And I know our guys are, especially after last week, being so close against Harrison and, you know, understanding that, you know, the little things that we do each and every day, you know, accumulate to big things. And so I think that our guys are excited to, you know, strap it up, and especially the first home game. They're excited to get back out on the field.
Curious what you expect from them defensively. Now you've got a game on tape, and you know, the big mystery was all the offseason, how is a team going to handle this? And now you've got a game on tape. What sort of changes or what are you expecting to see? Because Harrison did a nice job on those rocket tosses in the second half, so
they
took
did.
that away from them.
They did do a good job, and you know, and I think that's one of the things that we're going to see is we're going to see adjustments as far as, you know, what's working for us and what they're going to try and take away or stop. And, you know, it's just kind of a chess game. It's a little bit different from us because we don't know exactly what they're going to do, you know, as we go into the game. You know, I fully expect that, you know, Farmington and their defense and JR. I think that they're going to be the forefront like they usually are. I think they're going to back their Mike linebacker up a little bit. I think they're going to have their certain rules. I think they'll probably, do some things with the D-line as far as shifting them and bumping them around and everything. But I think for the most part, he's not going to overhaul his defense, and he's going to stay with what he believes. And I know that, he's kind of a forefront 4-3 type guy. So that's what we're kind of anticipating. But then again, in practice and this week, we're going to practice against everything like we always do. So, really week to week, it might change a little bit, but as far as our practice structure and what we practice for, usually stays pretty much the same.
I want to ask you about Jack Pounders. He had his second career 100-yard rushing game. Did it against Heritage last year. And quarterback running is always a concern because that's the guy that makes the offense go. Carried the ball really well. Got down when he had to. Didn't take a lot of big shots. Concerned at all about running him as many times as you did last week?
That's just part of our offense, and it is. When he does carry the ball that many times and takes that many hits, it concerns you a little bit, especially. As the year goes on, because it's going to obviously take a toll at some point. But, I think he's done a great job as far as this offseason as well as this summer, preparing, getting his body more prepared to take those type of hits. I mean, he's gained some weight and everything. And Jack is just such a smart football player, and I think that helps because he knows when he has to take those hits, when he, can go down or get out of bounds or not necessarily have to take the big shots. And if you remember last year, I mean, he did run the ball, and even when he dropped back to pass, I mean, he was getting hit pretty good. Yeah. It's a little bit different, but yeah, it does concern you, but it's one of those where, this is the style of offense that we play, and that kind of comes with the territory.
So let's talk about the passing game, which I know is a little bit frustrating, but there were passes that were there. The fourth down pass at the end was there. Yeah. You gotta execute it. I'm just curious what your thoughts were. I mean, there were 4 passes in the game. I was talking to Leland Barclay from Fort Smith after the game, and he just sent me a text that said 4 passing attempts ?
Yeah, it was true.
This is what Springdale does now.
Yeah, and that's. When we're hoping with our running game and getting downhill and being physical, we're hoping that, it does open up the pass game for us. I'll tell you, Harrison did a good job. I mean, like you said, the fourth down was there. But for the most part, whenever we were passing, I mean, they were doing their responsibility. They had them. We're going to have a passing game. We're going to have to keep the defense honest and where they're not bringing all 11 guys up in the box. And we have the guys that I feel like that we can do it. I think we'll probably implement some more bootlegs and things like that, rather than just the play action. So some of the bootlegs, but yeah, you're 100% correct. I think we're wanting to establish that run game, but in the future, we're going to have to keep defenses honest and make sure that we can we have a passing game that goes along with it.
They always say that the biggest improvements happen from week 1 to week 2. Do you anticipate that this week?
Yeah, and that's one thing we talked about, and our coaches said, boy, I sure hope so, because there were a lot of mistakes, in that first game and everything, but they're all correctable mistakes and things that we can control. And I think that's the one thing that, is positive about that. But I fully anticipate that, we're going to take that big jump from week 1 to week 2. And I think that's where our best improvement's going to be.
Well, Coach, best of luck to you tonight. We're looking forward to it. Get back home in front of the home crowd at JWBS. Right. That's where the Dogs belong. Kickoff is coming up. Coach Johnson and I will have it for you very shortly. You're watching the Springdale Bulldog pregame show on Springdale Athletics Foundation television.
Good evening. Welcome to the 2023 Paper Football Championship. I'm Donald Tucker, the voice of the Harbor Wildcats.
And I'm Zach Arts, voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. This is the same game we played when we were in 4th grade. You're playing to 21. Touchdowns are worth 6 points. Extra points worth 1 point. You'll flick to kick off. Typical rules. We've got coaches. We've got administrators. We've got everybody here. We're going to crown a champion this season.
welcome back to the 2023 Universal 20 Paper Football Championship here in Springdale, Arkansas. Round 3.
Round 3.
I'm excited. Round 2 was a defensive battle.
It's a barn burner. And Coach Tom Collins comes away, and we've got Dr. Smith and Marty Edmondson going to face off in game number 3. Marty's, fun fact, his wife interned for me years and years and years ago. He dropped that on me right before we came here, so feeling a little old. Thanks.
A little more of a heads up. Coach Edmondson is the 2020 Hopscotch champion.
Wow, did not know that. Okay.
So
Little known fact.
Dr. Smith has her work cut out for her.
All right.
Here we are for the coin toss.
We'll go heads. Is that heads? Nope, it's tails.
Little trouble
It's tails.
determining heads or tails.
It's tails.
Dr. Smith will kick off deep in her own end zone.
Is that a safety?
Out to the 20s.
It's off to a slow look. The nerves will
stretch.
get you.
Oh,
Marty turns
smart.
it over.
I choked.
Very
So
smart.
Nerves
I
a
choked.
very, very big part of this.
Yeah.
Marty knows if he wins this, he gets fired.
Yeah.
He knows.
That's a very smart strategy. And notice he's left-handed, but he's playing right-handed.
Touchdown.
That is a
Touchdown.
touchdown.
Boom.
Dr. Smith.
Smith, right off the bat.
This may be short. Mercy rule.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, onside kick,
So,
no good.
Score 6-0.
So now I kick off?
Now Marty.
Oh, that's bad.
Deep in her his own end
You
zone.
can tell he's hesitant. He's playing a conservative
He's smart.
approach to this.
He likes cashing paychecks.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Just to the warning track.
Yeah.
That's a
Touchdown.
touchdown.
Flirting with fire.
Yep. Didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. Oh,
Oh, there you go. Way to flub up the kick. Genius.
6-6 our score.
It's get a little nerve-wracking.
oh.
That was
I gotta
close.
do that right. Oh my.
Look at that.
Oh.
Great special teams play by Coach Edmondson.
You could tell the folks that didn't pay attention in class, like us.
Yeah.
They're good at paper
They're
football.
really good.
Oh, that is just short on the 1 yard line.
Man.
Back and forth. This battle's intense.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
All right, an all-important extra point
All right.
here.
Deep pass.
You got it.
Dr. Smith for the touchdown.
Oh.
Shanks
Oh,
the
wait, I'm
extra
supposed to do
point.
that,
And
right.
now 12-6 our score.
Looks like special teams is going to be an important factor.
Can you go for 2?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Marty comes
Touchdown.
right back.
Yeah, he's
Look at
not.
that.
He's not putting up.
12-12
sorry.
our score. Again, all-important extra point here.
Have they made one
Do it
yet?
that way.
Not yet.
Oh, there it is.
There it
And I
is.
lost my job.
Marty
it is.
looking very nervous.
Yeah.
Just checked his bank statement, seeing
He's
how long he can go.
refreshing his resume. Dr. Smith comes up short, but look at the long game. Into the 8. Back and forth.
Touchdown.
That's it.
Touchdown.
Makes it 18-13.
Yeah, I think it's
With a
easier.
different strategy
Oh, yeah,
here.
look
I
at that.
like this.
Oh,
What's
I
the call?
don't believe.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
good.
good. It is
Okay.
good.
It is
Okay.
now
Everybody knows who signs the checks.
That's right.
19-13.
Touchdown. That's a
Touchdown.
stage 5 clinger right there. That was barely on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, under the goal. That's an interesting approach.
All right, tied at 19.
Yes.
Next score wins.
Next
Here we
score
go.
wins. Come on.
Oh,
Marty's got to be careful
yeah,
here.
he's trying to throw it off the table.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
touchdown! That is genius by Coach
Dr.
Edmondson.
Smith with the win. She'll be moving
Winner,
on.
winner, chicken dinner.
Face the winner of our next match.
Congratulations.
Keith Vipple and Brian Dugan.
Dipple and Dugan coming up next, folks. Don't go anywhere.
All right, we're back for match number 4 in the International Universal 2023 Paper Football Championships. We've got Lakeside's Brian Dugan and the new athletics director here in Springdale, certainly questioning some career choices. As he is now, he could have been coaching football this summer. Instead, he's playing paper football.
Yep, took the high road there. Now he's doing paper football.
Yeah,
that's right.
Looks happy about it though. These two have been kind of jawing before this started. Brian, I'm sure, is about to get fired.
Yeah, that's not a great strategy for Dugan.
I'm looking forward to that performance review.
Well, here we go with the coin toss.
All right, heads, your ball.
All right.
I don't believe that was heads. Dugan already started with the. Oh!
I feel like Coach Fimple has played this game before.
There you go.
Great strategy.
He's our
touchdown, Fimple.
Now, this is a difference in strategy here: the stand versus the sit approach.
Yeah, it is different.
Extra point on the way.
Oh,
it did hop over. That hopped over. It's good.
Wow.
All right.
That is
2
good.
points.
7-0
2 points.
Not very good looking, but very effective.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, Dugan with the onside kick. It's an interesting strategy. Fimple coming in inside the red zone.
We're going to have to talk to Fimple afterwards because I feel like he's done this before.
Yeah. A lot of time at detention practicing paper football. Back and forth. Look at the defensive struggle here.
It is tough. Down to the 2-yard line.
Oh! Off.
Dugan
Change of
turns
possession.
it over.
You got to kick off.
There's the kick. It's a balance.
You can see he's setting it up. He's certainly done this
There's
before.
a strategy to this.
Oh! On the kickoff.
120-yard touchdown from Coach Fimple.
Now he sits for the extra point.
And again over.
This bouncing strategy.
This whip kick, extra point
right,
deal
that's
crazy.
You can tell that they play paper football different in the southern part of the state.
They really do.
Yeah. Dugan's rattled.
Fimple,
Yeah, I'm rattled.
Completely rattled.
Dugan likes his job,
Right.
is what it boils down
What
to.
we're finding here is there are different ways in this great state of Arkansas to play paper football.
Oh, yeah. It's not
Detention
just-
is different. Detention is different in the South.
It is.
No.
Fimple for the win here.
Here it comes.
Comes
Oh!
up short.
Warning track power.
And Dugan
Touchdown,
comes back with six.
Dugan!
Oh, now Dugan's gone hat backwards.
Okay. Over the top. Here it goes. Onside kick.
Strike
And
Don't get nervous
that
now.
does-
Don't be shaky.
get a mulligan.
Don't be shaky. Wind's blowing.
Oh, gosh.
That was no good.
I think he drew blood.
I think he did.
His neck was off to the side.
We're going to have to
This game
talk
was
after
intense
this.
It really is. I had no idea there was going to be bloodshed.
I did not. So now we've got a 14-6 game.
14-6. Look at the intensity.
I know.
Oh, man.
Does Dugan know he's playing his boss?
He does not. Someone needs to go in and tell him and get in his headset.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Damn.
Oh,
Just
look
short.
at that thing
Nice
dropped
and
in the
short.
coffin corner. Here we go.
There you go.
Touchdown, Dugan.
Makes it 14-12.
Dugan a little bit of a sandbagger. He started off slow, coming in strong. Oh, gosh.
That one is no good as well.
Embedded in Fimple's forehead.
14-12.
Oh, God.
Fimple.
Gonna lose.
Fimple spends a lot of time on the kickoff.
Yeah, he does. He lines it up like
Oh,
a cut.
oh
Just short.
gosh.
Now.
Running track power. Here we go. Touch it.
Oh, it comes up short.
You can't, man. You got a chance. A chance right here.
That's exactly what I would do.
Oh my gosh, he's in.
Dugan, somebody
Risking his entire career.
cue him. He's playing the boss.
Getting shaky.
This is he's
You
0
better.
for 2. That one is good, making it 19-14.
19.
Next score could win.
Had a chance,
Look at the
man.
intensity on Coach Fimple.
Oh. He returned that kickoff, and it's like the air went out of the building.
I know. Forgot to put some backspin on that kickoff.
There you go.
Oh, here we go.
Here he
Dugan at the
goes.
40. This
For
is
the
a
win.
60-yard attempt.
Claw it
he comes up
And
short.
Claw it out.
Oh,
Claw it out.
the defense is rising up. Oh,
Just
no,
short. Just short. No, I see green. I
know.
see green.
Get the card out.
You're colorblind. There's no way you saw green.
There's green, and that one goes up.
Oh,
Wow.
Dugan forgets the brakes.
Oh, there it is. That's going to roll.
On the 20, right at the...
That's it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Touchdown,
Ball game.
Fimple.
You got
Ball game.
Got to make.
No, I spoke too soon. He's got to make the extra point now.
Presumptuous. You're psychic. Dugan executing the maneuver.
No good! No good!
He shanked it.
The pressure got to him.
I think Coach Fipple has plans this afternoon. He's just trying to get out of the game at this point.
Got to get in there.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Next score wins.
Oh.
Get in there.
Oh. This has been by far the most intense match we've had. There's been name calling,
I'm on
hat
the-
turning, people sitting up, down. There's a lot going on.
I'm on the edge of my seat. Dugan, smart play there.
Touchdown! Ball game.
Wow. Great game.
Great one. 26-19.
Experience the thrill of victory only on the Springdale Athletic Foundation YouTube channel. Football Friday nights.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Harbor High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for students to compete in. I am Donald Tucker, president of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Jared Cleveland, Principal Jason Jones, the staff, the students, and the alumni of Springdale High School, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this presentation of Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Hi again, everybody. Zach Arntz, voice of the Bulldogs, high atop Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium as we get set for tonight's non-conference matchup between the Farmington Cardinals and the Springdale Bulldogs. Joining me alongside tonight in our normal booth, back home at Gerald Williams, Coach Robert Johnson. Coach, great to have you along.
Glad to be back. Glad to be here for the first time this season as well.
Our pregame show tonight was brought to you by Springdale Athletic Foundation, Arkansas Children's Hospital, Core Architects, Engineering Services Incorporated, Ozarks Electric Cooperative, and the fine folks at PAM Transport. Now we want to show you tonight's starting lineups for your Springdale Bulldogs. We'll start with the guys that will handle the football. They'll be on the offensive side of things. And, Coach, lots to talk about here tonight with some changes. We'll see Noel Howard and Khalil Marks. Both of them got extensive time last week.
Yeah, Khalil really played extremely well. He stepped in, did a great job. I think Noel got his first touchdown last week as well. So, you know, those are two good guys.
On defense tonight, let's go to the coin toss. We'll come back to the starting lineups on defense here. Here we go. A couple of changes from the starters. Ricky Balderas going to get a start tonight for the injured Asarud, who tweaked a lower part of his leg. We'll talk about that as the game goes on. Big loss for losing Caden Asarud.
Yes.
There you see the captains for Farmington. For Springdale, Khalil Marks. That looks like Simpson Castillo and Brayden Connor, the captains for Springdale tonight. Farmington's won 3 in a row in this series. Springdale looking to get off the schneid. Farmington a winner 27-19 last week against Greenbrier. As we know, Springdale losing last week 24-20 to Harrison. As we await the decision here, it looks like Farmington's won the toss. We'll see if they want the football first or they want it first. So Springdale is going to go towards the north side of the stadium. Yes, Springdale won the toss. And they have deferred. That means Farmington will get the football first. And, Coach, I think it's an opportune time to talk about some of the storylines surrounding the game. And the biggest one is that Cameron Van Zandt, Farmington's all-state quarterback, is not going to play tonight.
Right. Yeah. Then it's a shame. That's a kid that's a really good athlete, and I hate it for that young man, and I hope he heals quickly. But yeah, it's definitely going to make a huge difference offensively for them.
Springdale dealing with some injury concerns of their own. Cade Nasser not going to play. He injured his leg on the opening kickoff last week. Alex Santana's not going to play, and Carson Hayter not going to play.
Right. And Luke, I think, like you said, Cade was out really early in the game last week and weren't real sure. But like I said, Khalil stepped in, did a great job. Noel came in and did another great job. So, last year too, the first play of the game kind of set the tone last year. So that's going to be important.
Springdale coming onto the field. Farmington has already entered the field. Here come the Dogs. 0-1 on the season. 24-20 loss last week to Harrison. Farmington, as I mentioned, 27-19 over Greenbrier. A game that was really, really tight for most of the football game. Here's a look at the defense. A couple of guys to keep an eye on. Landon Hahn, one of the quarterbacks, had a really good night last week. Julian Arroyos, this is a young man that we talked about a lot last week.
Sure did.
He had 2 tackles for loss. He's going to be a guy tonight that Springdale's going to expect to slow down that rushing game.
And here's what we like so much about that kid is his motor runs super fast, and he's always just getting after, and I love it.
Yeah, this Springdale defense, outside of like 2 plays,
right,
really, really played well.
Yeah.
I was talking to Coach about Ricky Balderas during the coaching show. Ricky, first time out there, and he got some extensive playing time, got his hands on the football, nearly an interception. And this defense, you could feel, was sort of coming.
Right.
The offense, and I've been saying this all week, I was on a couple of radio shows and podcasts this week. Look, Springdale was in a position to win the football game. Everything was set up for them, just didn't execute the play.
Exactly right. And it was a play that, in our offense, you wouldn't expect. He throws the pass right there at the sticks. The pass was there, just didn't execute like you said. But that's a learning experience for our kids. It happened in a non-conference game, so I think it's going to build on it, and that'll be good for us later on.
Weather tonight is beautiful. It's a lot better than it was last week. It's in the mid-80s. There's no wind to speak of. And that is, the shadows are starting to cover the field here at Gerald Williams Bulldogs Stadium. And if you haven't been around campus in a while, the new arena is nearly built.
Right.
That is to our right, and now they're starting the land clearing here on the north side where they're going to put the new indoor.
Exactly, and when they get that, it kind of pins everything in, and it's going to make it really neat for these young men and women to have a great athletic atmosphere.
So we're about ready for football. A.J. Woods is going to kick it off. Back deep for Farmington. Now, they've had some shuffling. Mobley's back deep. He's number 8. He's near side. And on the far side, that is number 3, Luke Elsick. He's kind of a wide receiver, running back type. Expect him to touch the ball a bunch.
Yeah, and I was going to say, he's had an older brother come through there as well. Has played that was really, really good for him also.
So here we go. Football here in Springdale for the first time. AJ's kick is short and high. It's going to come down at the 21-yard line. Ball hits the turf. It's picked up by Mobley. He's across the 35. He's going to be dragged down by AJ Woods at the 42. So a 20-yard return off the fumble, and that's where Farmington will begin. Again, the story here is who's going to play quarterback for Farmington.
That's right. They brought their backup in last week, and he had a hard tackle and went down last week on his shoulder, so it was kind of a game-type prep, so we'll see who's coming out, but it looks like 17. He's a left-handed kid. I think he's a sophomore.
That is, if I can get my notes right, that would be Isaac Dixon is your quarterback. He'll have Logue behind him. Here's first play of the ball game across the 45-yard line. That's Russell Hodge with the carry. He'll get 3 up to the 45, and it'll be 2nd and 7.
And here's what you're going to see with Farmington, too. It's kind of a lot like Harrison. They're going to try to line up and just run the ball. They're going to be physical.
Yeah, they are. And last year was a game of big plays in the first half. They got up real fast.
Right.
But now, the Springdale defense seems to be more settled in. 2nd down, ball at the 45-yard line. Call it 2nd and 6. Into the middle of that Springdale defense. Javen Polite in there. Brandon Lauder, Jacob Simpson, no gain on the play. That, in fact, they're going to say a 1-yard loss. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Right, and of course, last year, that was at RPO last year. They hit for that long gainer for the first touchdown.
Now, you're a coach here. You've got a guy making his first start.
That's right.
How risky, how much do you want to go here on the first drive?
And I think right now you kind of let him set in right here, but I know Coach Eldridge well enough to know, too, he's going to play to win this game. So he's going to probably throw everything at you he's got.
3rd down, 6 yards to go. Ball at the 44-yard line. Dixon will throw. Left-hander spins it out. Ball complete at the 46-yard line. That's Elsick, and he's going to carry tacklers into Springdale territory down to the 43.
and that's a play there where I think they found one of our secondary backs that's kind of in for the first time as well, and they went to that side, and it's just one of those where the receiver was a little bit more experienced. He used his body, and the quarterback did a good job getting it to him.
So it'll be first down 10, ball at the 43-yard line. First down of the ball game for the Cardinals. They'll go trips to the near side. This is Elsick straight ahead, and he'll get maybe 2.
Right. And to the quarterback, they're kind of giving him a chance to kind of read as well. So they're getting ready to either run the quarterback or use that RPO. So I think they're just kind of letting the quarterback get a little feel for the game. Again, he's as a first-time starter, he needs that experience too.
Julian Arroyo's down there at the bottom of the pile to bring Elsick down. It'll be second down 8, clock running, 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. First drive for the Cardinals. This is Elsick around the corner. He's got first down yardage inside the 20. He'll set sail for the end zone. Touchdown, Farmington. And on the first drive of the ball game, the Cardinals, they go 58 yards.
Wow, that's a play. They had trips tight with the tight end on the backside, and watching the game last week, that's actually the same formation. They scored tight end down the middle of the field over Greenbrier. So, and they just put a little tweak to that one and handed it off on the toss.
41-yard touchdown run for Russell Hodge, and Cardinals on the board first with 9:44 to go here in the first quarter. On to try the extra point for Farmington. It's number 80. This is Titus Brown. His kick's on the way and good. So our new score, Farmington 7, Springdale nothing. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletics Foundation television.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
8 yards is the touchdown drive for Farmington. They lead 7-0. Titus Brown gets into this one. It's going to drive Springdale back into the end zone for the touchback, and Springdale will start at the 20.
Yeah, that'll be fine with us. That we just need to get offensively. We've got to get our kids something positive right here on this first drive.
Yeah, slow starts for Springdale in the scrimmage against Shiloh.
Right.
Slow start last week. Here we are again, but this is a chance to answer with a nice drive here on the opener for Springdale. 9:38 to go here in the first quarter. Jack Pounders in at the quarterback spot. Was talking to Coach Hobbs about Kanagaki. Said he cramped up a little bit in the second half last week, and that was where Ransell got most of his carries. First play from scrimmage for Springdale. It'll be a 2 wide receiver set. It's Hayden Brown and Braden Connor now. They'll come in tight. Kanagaki straight ahead, big hole. First down yardage. He'll get it up to the 32-yard line. It's Springdale on first down.
Good job there. Yeah, good job there. Coach Bray likes to kind of give them get up there formation. They call down, and then they look. So it gives them a chance to kind of see what the defense is going to line up in, and then they give the play.
So it's first down 10. Ball at the 32-yard line. A dozen on first down, and now Springdale going to go with a double wide here to the near side. In the backfield, Marks, Howard, and Kanagaki. Pounders the quarterback. Here's Jack on the pitch to Noel Howard. He's across the 50. Noel Howard, one man to beat. Little stutter step's going to be a run out of bounds close to the 30. Still going. Now they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Nice play there on first down.
And that's the thing with this offense. Again, and we talked about the mesh and the gel. This is an offense that takes a little time. And you can see now, week 2, after actually the benefit, and this week it's really week 3, you can kind of see it working and coming together a lot better.
Springdale looking to go a little fast here. 38 yards for Noel Howard on his first carry of the ball game. Gives Springdale a 1st and 10, ball at the 30.
There's that look again. Again, they're just kind of looking to see how the defense line. It's a numbers. They're looking this side to that side. Where are the numbers at? And we're going to go to the side where there's fewer numbers.
Pounders will go back under center. Howard in motion. Lodge gets straight ahead, just pounds his way forward for about 3 yards, and that's a good play on first down.
That's a great play. You know, typically, and we run the same offense at our junior high, and I tell our kids 3.5 yards is our goal. 3.5 yards.
Now, you'll notice last week they had to burn timeouts in the first half.
Right.
They're going at a little bit quicker pace and getting that read.
Yes. Well, and they're going no huddle, but it's really not an up-tempo no huddle. So it's kind of the tempo you want where you can manage the game a little bit more your pace.
Second down, 7 yards to go. Play clock is at 10. Springdale going to have to hurry here. 5 seconds on the play clock. Kanagaki straight ahead, and I think they're going to get him for the delay of game. So just as I say that they're going at a faster pace, I jinx them. So the ball will be placed at the 32-yard line. It'll bring up second down and 12, and this not exactly where they want to be.
No, they actually called us for procedure there.
That's for procedure, all right.
Yeah, I don't know if they called. I don't know if maybe our fullback was leaning a little bit, maybe. I'm not sure.
They'll reset the play clock. Now it's underway here. Springdale now 2nd and 12. Clock running, 7:50 to go here in the first quarter. Tight set for Springdale. There's Kanagaki looking for room and nowhere to go in the middle of that Farmington defense. Douglas down there at the bottom of the pile, no gain, maybe half-yard loss. It's going to bring up third down and long.
Well, they went with a tight end set, and they brought the receiver over to that side too, kind of make it kind of an unbalanced look to try to make it get a little extra number out there. So now it looks like they're going to go back to the regular formation here.
Springdale 3 of 14 on third downs last week against Harrison. They were 4 of 7 on fourth down, so you got to be thinking this is 2-down territory.
Yes, most definitely.
Line to reach is the 20. Clock running, 7:05 to go here, first quarter. They're going to try the pitch. It's Khalil Marks, cuts it up 30-yard line. 25, cuts inside. It's going to bring up about a 4th down and 4. Khalil gets a good chunk of the yardage he needed, but it's going to bring up 4th down. As I mentioned, Springdale 4 of 7.
Well, and if you noticed last week, first half, our probably most successful play was the toss.
Absolutely. So they're going to mark it at the 25. It's going to be 4th down and 5. Springdale quickly to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to try the pitch to Howard. He's got it if he wants it. Noah Howard inside the 15-yard line. First down, Springdale.
Great job. And again, that's, you know, it's a numbers game, and the zone on offense is the same way. They're looking to read it, and so.
Well, Howard with an 11-yard pickup. He's got 49 yards on this drive, and Springdale's drive will continue now in the red zone. Springdale pretty good in the red zone, 50%, 3 out of 6, 3 touchdowns. Just missed field goals.
Right.
They were killers.
Well, and this is the offense you want. You should be successful in the red zone.
First down, 10, ball at the 14. Pounders pulls it out. Now he's running. Jack across the 14, 10, 5, inside the 5-yard line. Really close to first down yardage. We'll wait for the measurement.
Great job by Jack, and he was trying to pull it out when the fullback got hit, and he couldn't get it, and finally pulled it out, and when he did, he had a chance to run. So
they are going to give him the first down at the 4-yard line, so it's a 10-yard pickup, and it's 1st and goal for Springdale. This is a good answer drive here if you can punch it in.
You betcha it is. You betcha.
5:50 to go here in the first quarter. Springdale looking to answer. Pounders under center. It's Howard in motion. It's Kanagaki down near the goal line.
They're going to
mark him just short at the half-yard line, quarter-yard line.
Yeah. Oh, no, this one's calling touchdown.
And they do. They call it a touchdown. So Springdale answers right back. Took a while, but we'll certainly take it.
Now they're talking. Hold on.
Okay, no, I think we got it this time.
Nope, second down.
Really? Okay, this is, all right, it's preseason for them too.
I've seen some crazy things happen.
So it winds up being a 3-yard pickup. They're going to take the points off the board. Now what are we doing?
It should be second down. When they marked it originally, they marked it on the half-yard line, like you said. Then the white hat threw his arms up, touchdown. So there must have been a communication mishap there with the officials. And I've seen some crews now that wear microphones so they can kind of talk to each other. I don't know that this crew has that or not. So
it'll bring up 2nd and goal. Ball at the half-yard line.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, we got a flag over here.
So we'll, with lots to unpack here in Springdale's first drive. A flag is down. That's got to be a sideline warning.
Yeah, it's going to be a sideline warning the first time. And the officials over there tell them, look, I called the spot. Originally, he did. He called the spot down. And so.
And J.R. Eldridge not happy.
I mean, I don't know why he's not happy. They didn't give him the touchdown.
He's a coach, so they're never happy.
You're right.
So 4:51 to go here in the first quarter. Springdale on the half-yard line. They're going to huddle up here after all of the confusion. Springdale will face a 2nd and goal, and we're going to punch this thing in and try and get this thing back to 7-up. Jack on the quarterback sneak. He's into the end zone. No signal. Touchdown, Springdale. So Jack Pounders with the touchdown. And now we can celebrate as the Dogs go in. There's Jack, good-looking young guy, 6'2", 190.
Yeah, that was a good job. I knew Jack. He walked up, and he was kind of looking to find out where his hole was there in the bubble.
So A.J. Woods in to try the extra point. 2 out of 3 on extra points last week. It's a big one here to get Springdale back in the ballgame at 7-7.
Yeah.
Jack Pounders will hold.
This is big just for confidence for him, too, as well, missing last week.
Snap's good. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So with 4:33 to go here in the first quarter, we are tied at 7. We'll be right back. You are watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Plays 80 yards for Springdale. Jack Pounders goes the last little bit, and Springdale's tied this thing up at 7.
Well, that's a great answer, like you said, and that's what we had to do.
Elsick with the fumble at the 4. Now he's got a little seam across the 20. He's going to run out across the 35-yard line, nearly the 40. So Springdale's coverage teams, which were so good last week.
That's what I was going to say. Last week they were, just almost perfect on the kickoff coverage, and now it looks like there's some seams and holes, and they could have had some replacements to fill in as well, so that may be some of the issue. But I think back-to-back plays over 40-yard line each play on the kickoff return.
So the ball will be placed at the 40-yard line. Farmington will have their second possession. We've got 4:12 to go here in the first quarter, tied up at 7.
You were asking about the quarterback, how long will they let him go before they start? This may be the series.
This may be the series, yeah.
Right.
Isaac Dixon is the quarterback. If you're just hopping on, Cameron Van Zandt not playing tonight. Here's Elsick. Springdale has him wrapped up in the backfield. First guy there, Javen Poline. We've called his number a couple of times tonight. He is causing havoc in the middle of that Farmington offensive line.
And that's great.
And we'll see what the flag is. Flag down at the 37-yard line. That's in the area of holding.
Looks like it was kind of before, so maybe they called.
And they're coming over to talk to Coach Hobbs. He's going to refuse the penalty, so it'll bring up second down. It'll wind up being we'll call it a 4-yard loss back to the 36.
Here's where you need to make sure. This is where you stay at home. Quarterback pulls it, RPO. Get ready for something like that.
Yeah, the guy to keep an eye on here is the tight end.
Right.
And right now they're using Reeves, 81, Hunter Reeves as the tight end. The guy who killed him last year was Jagger Gordon. And I haven't seen him tonight, so that's something to keep an eye on. Second down, 14.
There it is.
Pass incomplete. Good defense there by Jesse Erkdrick. And the Springdale defense now in a good spot.
Right. Now your defense, like you said, it's 3rd and long right here. Look for some screen. Look for a draw. But just play smart. Keep it in front of you.
Springdale's defense good last week on 3rd down, just 33% conversion rate. This one a big one here, 3rd and 14. I know everybody's going to point out the 3rd and 38, but in talking with Coach Hobbs, that was just one of those situations where somebody just got caught looking. Had the right defense.
You got your tight end, 81's in here on this side on the formation. Looks like he's covered up though, to me. Oh, there he backs it up now.
Backs it out.
Good.
So 3rd down, 14. It looks like we're going to get a timeout, Farmington. 3:40 to go here in the quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
.321 to go here in the first quarter. They let 19 seconds run off the clock here, so now they've readjusted it. 3:42 to go.
Right.
So it's 3rd down, 14. Again, Springdale good on 3rd downs last week. Harrison converting 33%. This one a big one here. You say screen. I think easy throw here. You don't want your young quarterback to make a mistake here in this kind of environment.
Now you got an empty set here. Looks like you fake it right here and watch your tight end. You got good hustle right there. That's a good job there because now you're putting a guy.
Yeah, that was Isaac Dixon looking for Elsick, and the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Now, tell me this: play action pass on 3rd and 14. We're not biting on the run.
Right? No. And secondary, Coach Chick's going to back them up and make it in front of them, so we can rally up to the ball. Exactly what they did there.
Ian Shadden's in to punt for Farmington. Back deep for Springdale. Khalil Marks. Probably the fastest of the Bulldogs if he gets loose.
He's got a little wiggle to him.
Got some wiggle to him, yeah, he does. 92 yards rushing last week. This, kind of a tail dragger. Khalil's going to catch it at the 26, and Springdale's going to take over with good field position. So,
and here's the deal: a fair catch is never bad.
No.
He kept the ball from going another 20 yards. So that's a good. We get the ball. So. We did our job on defense. Now let's get back on offense. We've proven we can run the football on them.
Shadden with a 38-yard kick is going to turn it back over to Springdale. And look, if you're Springdale, this is exactly how you want this to play out. You've got the ball. The game's tied with an opportunity to go take the lead.
That's right.
And you're willing to trade possessions after that.
Exactly. And you're producing on offense.
So 1st down 10, ball to 26, 9:53 to go. Pounders looks near side, gets some instructions. Now Springdale will adjust the formation. Well, we got guys moving.
They didn't call it.
Yeah, they didn't call it. A couple of guys moving. Lodgkit just powering his way up to the 40-yard line, still going.
And
wow.
I bet he's smiling the whole time.
I bet you he is. I thought he moved early, but
I
you know what?
did too, and he kind of stopped. Did you see him? He kind of held up, and man, and looks
that's one of the best runs I've ever seen.
Exactly, and you can see Coach Eldridge, he's asking about the same thing.
Now, I mean, this is, I'm one of those that notices kind of weird things, but I'm seeing here in the first, 10 minutes of the ball game, a lot of Farmington players on their backs.
Yeah.
Springdale is getting a push up front.
Exactly. And that's, I was going to mention a while ago on offense, it's a little different. Van Zandt not in the game.
It is.
The momentum, the attitude's a lot different.
Jack pulls it. He's got Noel. This is a play that they gained 38 on in the first drive, and Noel get 1st down yardage into Farmington territory. And you start to see some of the frustration starting to set in for Farmington.
Yeah. And here's again, early on last week against Harrison, we did a really good job blocking in the perimeter. And we're seeing that again this half.
They're going to mark it down at the 48 of Farmington. It's a 12-yard pickup. Noel's got 3 carries, 61 yards here in the first quarter.
Well, if you watch the slots when they go in motion, they're supposed to be at a certain point at a certain time. So that's very important in this offense.
1st and 10, ball at the 48-yard line. Kanagaki straight ahead. 3-yard pickup, and like you said, 3.5 is
That's
pretty
right.
good on
That's
first
exactly
down.
right. The one thing I'd like to have Kanagaki do is just hold the 2 hands right there until he passes that second level. And he runs hard. You can't fault the kid. I love him. He runs super hard. And right now, our offensive line is moving the line.
They are really dominating the line of scrimmage. Springdale with 114 yards, all on the ground here in the first quarter. 2nd down, we'll call it 7. It's Khalil in motion. Jack pulls it, pitches to Khalil. He's going to be real close to first down yards. Ball comes loose. I think they're going to say he was down. Yeah. Khalil's going to get his first carry of the ball game down to the 39. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and maybe a half a yard.
Maybe, yeah. This is a situation right here. Get your first down and let's get another set of downs and keep the clock moving.
Like you've said multiple times, what's so maddening about this offense is this. It's 3 yards, it's 5 yards, it's 8 yards, it's 4 yards, and you can't slow it down.
And here's what else. It draws them in, and then when you do run the play action, they're wide open.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1 for Springdale. That's Howard in motion. They give to Lodgkid straight ahead, still going, 35-yard line. Fighting his way. My gosh, how many yards after contact for Lodgkid Kanagaki? He gets down to the 33, and it's a 1st down for Springdale.
He got in there behind Colby, and Colby gave him a little shove as well, so that was good.
6-yard pickup for Kanagaki. He's got 7 carries, 40 yards here in the first quarter. Springdale really running at will. 14 carries, 126 yards. That, for those that don't do math, that's 9 yards a carry.
Well, now I'm watching the offensive coaches on the sideline down here, and I'm loving it because every one of them's coaching their position. It's great.
1st and 10, ball at the 33-yard line. Play clock is at 12. Springdale taking their time here. They've got Farmington on roller skates here. Kanagaki, nope. Howard is going to fall on it back at the 39-yard line, and that's one of those things that they didn't do a lot of last week.
Well, we got him bent back a little bit, and he's down.
So the ball will be placed at the 39. Training staff's going to come out and tend to Noel Howard. We're going to take a quick timeout. We've got 34 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 7-7's our score. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns. I'm voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for students to compete in. I am Donald Tucker, president of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me.
Headed towards the Springdale sidelines, kind of got bent back on that on that fumble, and I know Coach Hobbs was kind of talking to the refs about this.
Yeah, that was one of those things. He knew the ball was fumbled. He went and laid on it, and had a couple of kids just pounding, and that's what Coach Hobbs was asking. Say, look, you got to protect our kids.
Ball's going to be at the 39-yard line. Second down, 16. It'll be 34 seconds. Clock should run as soon as they get set. And there he goes. He's going to blow it to start. So Vonnie Williams has checked in place of Noel Howard, who was having a great first quarter.
Yeah, he was. You know, and they're going to look at him. They're going to check him out. And
it's Marks in motion. They'll try the pitch. Khalil trying to get to the outside, finds a little seam. He's going to get back near the original line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit further down to the 32, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, you know, that now it's manageable a little bit more. And I was saying, you know, it's 2nd and long right here. Try to get at least half of it back. And a little move here and there, lineman there, again, outside perimeter blocking, pretty good.
So 3rd down, 9 yards to go, and that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. Our score after 12 minutes. Springdale 7, Farmington 7. Coach Johnson and I will be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
We start the second quarter. 7-7 is our score. Coach asking about time of possession. Coach, I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I'm going to have to look that one up.
Well, here's the thing. I felt like after the first drive, and you and I both talked about that, is how do we answer? Right now, I think we've answered it pretty well.
It's going to be 3rd down and 9 for Springdale. Ball at the 32-yard line. Line to make is the 23 and a half, something like that. And we'll see what they want to do. It's got to be 4-down territory here.
No doubt. You know, and knowing that going in, get your run, try to get half of it back, get you a 4th and manageable right here.
Play clock's down to 5, so Springdale going to have to hurry here. Here's Vonnie Williams trying to get to the outside. He's got a seam. 1st down yardage inside the 20. Horse collar tackle should be 15 tacked on to the end.
And here's why they didn't do it. You're exactly right. He started the plane, but he never actually pulled him behind. And that's what the officials are going to look at, because I've had that same thing, and I've asked them, and they say, well, Coach, if he doesn't take him to the ground, it's really not a horse collar.
So they let that one go. Springdale gets the 1st down. Ball inside the 20-yard line. They're going to put it at the 18. So Vonnie's first carry of the ball game is a good one, 14 yards, and the drive will continue for the Dogs.
Another toss to the perimeter again. Another good blocks out there.
So 1st and 10. It's Marks in motion. Lodgkit straight ahead. Got spun around at the 10-yard line. He's going to be close to 1st down yardage, and Springdale right now pretty much doing whatever they want on offense.
Well, and here's the good thing about this offense is, if they can get the blocking out at the perimeter and run the toss, it's only going to open up the inside, and that's what it's doing.
Kanagaki, 49 yards on 8 carries here in the first quarter plus. And it's going to be 2nd down, 1 yard to go.
You know, here's
Ball
the best
to
thing.
9.
It's keeping them off the field.
Absolutely. This is a high-powered Farmington offense. Lodgkit straight ahead. Inside the 5, down near the 2-yard line at Springdale. Just sort of overpowering Farmington right now.
Right. You can tell. It looks like their front line. They're getting tired.
Yeah, they are.
And our guys are just kind of imposing their will on them. 1st down.
1st and goal. Ball going to be resting at the 2.
You know, and here's the thing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't do anything special. Just do what you do.
1st and goal, ball at the 2. Just a minute gone here into the second quarter. Pounders under center. Gives to Kanagaki. Ball's loose, and I think Farmington came away with it. They did. So the one thing they've talked about all week, not turning the football over,
Right.
happens on the dive.
You know, and that's, again, that kind of goes back to what I was saying. Just do what you do. Don't, be smart with the football right here. You can take a loss, but turnovers are something you don't want to do. Now the defense, they got them in the hole right here. Defense has really got to tighten up the screws a little bit. Be smart. Watch for a big play right here.
10:55 to go here in the half. 7-7 our score. Springdale's turned it over for the first time tonight. This is going to bring the Farmington offense back on the field. Isaac Dixon is the quarterback. He will have, that's Elsick. Now check that, Russell Hodge alongside. This is that formation that has caused people all kinds of problems. This is Elsick.
Just make the tackle.
Yeah, that's the play they scored on. He's going to get out near the 10-yard line. And they like to overload to one side and then run either that play action pass or that particular play.
Exactly. Again, it's a numbers game, and they're going to look at with the tight end on that side, but then they're going to come back, do the same thing, and have that tight end run out of the RPO look.
Second down, 5 yards to go for the Farmington Cardinals. Ball, we'll call it the 8-yard line, maybe the 9. It looks like they're going to give them about 4 yards on the play. Now we've got a stoppage.
Looks like Coach Eldridge he's told that official he's not happy about something.
He's been upset since the start of the game. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
But he is certainly lobbying very hard. He's had a couple of stoppages that he's caused.
Right. I think he's saying something about maybe the clock. He kind of pointed up this way. He's still pointing up this way. So he's not happy about something. And he's definitely letting the officials know that.
So it'll be second down. Ball at the 8-yard line. Power set now for Farmington. Hodge, the running back. Elsick sort of in a wing spot. And we wait with 10:28 to go here in the half.
Elsick's kind of that hybrid kid. He's that kid that can kind of do a little bit of everything for you. Especially now that Van Zant's not in the game. He's a guy that's probably got to take on a little bit more responsibility.
Springdale trying to get an explanation on the near side here. Nobody seems to have any clue what's going on down on the field. Coach Eldridge walking back to his bench. Coach Hobbs is somebody's signaling up here to the box.
1047, I think.
Yeah, we've had some adventures with the clock here tonight.
Well, you mentioned a while ago they led about 19 seconds.
Yeah, during a timeout, the clock just kept going. So now it looks like we got it set. 10:47 to go here in the half, and it'll be second down for Farmington.
Well, it's the first time for a little bit of everybody. So.
Everybody's preseason. We don't get to preseason games. Dixon to throw. Pass.
Wow.
Wide open.
He was definitely open again, and they put him in a position because they're going to probably use him a lot more, and there he was.
Looking for, that was Elsick who had run down the seam and pass incomplete. It's going to bring up third down. Julian Arroyos was there to make the hit on Dixon, so he's feeling a little bit of heat, but
had to bust back into coverage, and that's a pass there. Van Zant's in, probably doesn't happen. That's probably a made catch right there.
Farmington 1 out of 2 on third down so far tonight. Dixon has Hodge behind him. Springdale just going to go 3 down here. Trying to keep everything in front of him. Dixon, his pass. Caught by Elsick at the 20-yard line. He'll get up to the 23, and it's a first down.
Yeah, that was the exact same play they used to get the first down the last time. Same receiver against the same defensive back. So I think they've kind of found what they think might be a weaker link in the secondary for the Bulldogs. So hopefully we can get that corrected.
14-yard pickup's going to give Farmington the first down out at the 23. Clock now running, 10:25 to go in the half. 7-7 our score. Glad you're along with us here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Now we're going to see the old school I set. Straight ahead. Going to get a couple yards.
Yeah, that's more physical play they kind of tend to want to do, and it looks like now they've kind of up-tempoed a little bit. They've got their first down. They've picked it up a little bit, got about 6 yards on that first play. So
that was Halfelder on the carry. Brings up second down. Here comes the jet sweep. Springdale's got it wrapped up pretty good. I think I saw a flag go down.
Yeah, looks like we might have a hold right here. On 73, there's a flag right there. So
it's a good play there by Braden Connor to keep stringing that thing out.
Yes.
So we'll wait and see what the flag is.
And that's you could see the power set over here. There was about 4 guys over here. And
there it is. The holding's the call.
Yep.
So that will back them up. The Springdale defense playing a little juice tonight. I mean, they got after Harrison once they got their feet underneath him. They really got after him.
Well, like you said, other than 2 big plays, they played pretty good.
Yeah, they did.
Pretty good.
So the penalty will mark it back to the 19-yard line.
Good thing, we had the end of the quarter last time, and the front 3 guys, they were the guys leading the pep and the jump to the sideline. It's pretty cool.
2nd down, 14. Dixon in the shotgun. He'll pull it and throw. Pass knocked away. Jesse Erdrich, and they're going to call interference on Jesse.
Well, that official on that sideline's got an earful the whole game, and he went ahead and threw the flag from a position where I'm not real sure that's his call.
So that'll be a 15-yarder. It'll carry with it the automatic first. Oh, no, it doesn't. Not in high school.
Right.
Although I think by the way that's spotted, that'll be enough for a first down, or it's going to be really, really close.
Yeah, because they bring it back to the spot of the ball, and they'll mark it off from there. Should be.
Yeah, it should be enough for a first down.
It'll be, I think, a yard past it, isn't it?
Should be. So back-to-back penalties. Springdale gets the lesser of that. Now with 9:28 to go here in the quarter, the wind's picked up a little bit. When we started the game, there was no wind to speak of.
Yeah.
Now it's blowing, if you're watching on Springdale Athletic Foundation television, blowing from right to left. It's probably at 5 to 10 miles an hour and gusting a little bit.
Yeah.
So the ball will be placed at the 34-yard line. First down, Farmington.
Looks like Coach
We're going to get a timeout, Springdale. 9:28 to go in the half, 7-7 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation television.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good, but Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
$9:25 to go here in the half. Springdale, long drive, get all the way down inside the 5-yard line, turn it over, and now Farmington trying to answer here with 9:25 to go in the quarters. This feels like if you can get up 2 scores, you're at a significant advantage.
Yeah, then they're chasing you. And this is a drive where you've given them a first down on the last one, the long play. Then you've given them another one on a penalty play. So you got back-to-back first downs on two different plays. Now we've got, this is – we can't continue to do this. And the play of the game, you can tell it's affected how the game is being played at this point now.
And they've now set the clock at 9:57. So they put almost 32 seconds back on the clock. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Farmington. Hodge is the lone running back. He's behind Isaac Dixon. Dixon starting for the injured Cameron Van Zant. Alex Guevara going to check in for Zach Turner in the Springdale defense. Looking for a stop here. This drive started back at the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
It's Elsick in motion. This is Hodge trying to bounce it outside.
Great job.
Great play there. Braden Connor, there we go, and Jesse Erdrich also with the tackle. Good defense, way to strain up. Braden's one of those guys we don't talk about a lot. Big frame, is able to hold that, to hold the corner.
And here's what he did. He did it just enough to where he strung it out to where your safety could come downhill and make a play. Great job.
1-yard loss back to the 33-yard line. 2nd down, 11. Clock running, 9:32 to go here in the half. There's that trips formation again. Now they're going to try a little bubble screen. That's Reeves. Erdrich with the hit up at the 42-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yep. That's a play where it's quick, and the corners are, as soon as that happens, they've got to make sure and get to the ball.
It's a 9-yard pickup. It'll bring up 3rd down And we'll call it 2. Ball resting at the 43-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd down and 1, and now we've got another stoppage. It looks like another clock issue.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're either not signaling like they're supposed to, or not sure exactly what's going on.
9:28 now to go in the first half. After we get the clock reset. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Right here, you want your defensive line too. Watch your hard count. Watch anything to make them jump.
Right. They're going to go out of the I formation. Hodge, boy, Springdale had that one, couldn't bring it down.
Sure
Hodge is going to get the first down across the 45-yard line up to the 48.
And they had the quarterback almost kind of interfered with one of his own players and knocked the ball out.
6-yard pickup. The drive continues so far, 7 plays, 44 yards, and taking up a pretty good chunk of time right now.
Yeah.
Clock stopped with 9:23 to go. First and 10 for Farmington at the 48. Dixon flips it near side. Elsick couldn't handle it. Incomplete. Will bring up 2nd down.
Good hustle right there. And again, now you're looking at a left-handed quarterback, so the screen quicker for him would be this side versus having to flip his hips and throw up to the top side of the field. So it does make a little difference.
Total offense tonight, Springdale with 155 in the ball game, all on the ground. Farmington, 93 yards of total offense. Springdale's run 4 more plays, 20-16. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. This is Hodge. Crossed the 50 into Springdale territory, and not much further. Brandon Lauder, Michael Dickerson there. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Again, our outside linebacker, like you said a while ago, just a good frame, does a good job making him cut inside, and our inside linebackers were able to kind of clean it up.
So it's going to be 3rd down and long. 3-yard pickup by Hodge. Now we'll see what J.R. Eldridge and this Farmington staff come up with.
Where the ball's located, this might be a 2-down territory for them.
Sure. Especially the way the game's sort of unfolding. Springdale gets the ball to start the second half. Just keep that in mind. So 3rd down, empty backfield. Dixon rolls near side. He's got room if he wants it. Now he takes off, and he's going to get out of bounds. He's going to be short. He may have picked up 3 there, and now an interesting call for J.R. Eldridge. Looks like he's sending out the punt team.
Yeah, it is. Here, watch for the hard count real quick to get a quick 5 and be 4th and 1. So got to be real smart right here.
Yeah, he got 2 yards on that, down to the 47. And now back deep for Springdale goes Khalil Marks. Shadden into punt. He got off a 38-yarder on his first attempt. Clock stopped, 8:32 to go in the half.
This is one where, as a returner, don't back up past the 10.
Right, put your heels on the 10.
There it is.
There it is, a fake punt, and they got the first down. Oh, my gosh, great hit. They're going to get the first down. Springdale bailed on the punt coverage, and it's going to be enough for a first down. That was Walker on the carry. It's 6 yards and enough for the Farmington first down.
Well, and this is a situation, too, where now the defense, they got a first down. We didn't do what we needed to on the punt return, so let's get it back where we need it to be and tighten the screws down a little bit and, just play football.
Clock now running with 8:22 to go in the half. 1st and 10 for Farmington. Ball at the 41-yard line. It's been a nip and tuck game so far. 2 teams just kind of slugging it out in the middle of the ring.
Yep.
3 wide receivers set. They'll flip it near side. Michael Dickerson there to make the stop. No gain on the play. That was Logue with the reception. We'll bring up 2nd down. We'll call it 10.
Again, that's the left-handed quarterback having to throw this quick screen to this side of the field. So he's kind of setting himself up for those kind of plays, being a left-handed quarterback.
So here we go, 2nd down. Yeah, they gave him the 40-yard line, so it's a 1-yard pickup.
And you can kind of see, to me, not having Van Zandt on the field
makes a huge difference.
You can see people moving around. Coaches are hollering at them, making sure they just get set up.
Jagger Gordon's checked in. He is near side. He's the guy who really burned Springdale last year. This is Elsick. Inside the 30, now he's loose. Elsick at the 25. Inside the 15, first down Farmington.
And again, that's that kid we were talking about. He's that guy that's going to have to take on a little bit more responsibility, and right now he's kind of stepped up to the challenge.
26 on the carry for Elsick gives Farmington a 1st and 10. Ball's now at the 14-yard line. 7:13 to go here in the half. Farmington, again, this drive started back at the 4-yard line. They're going to try this little swing again. This is Elsick trying to get near side. He'll get inside the 10, close to the 7.
You know, they're just looking at numbers, trying to get it to their athletes in open space and allowing those athletes to make the play. Now watch come right here. Watch your quarterback keeper or your RPO right here for a quick one.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down and 4. Clock still running, 6:40 to go. And, you know, for Farmington, you know, you want to take as much time as you can here because Springdale does not have a quick strike offense.
That's exactly right. And they're kind of doing what they want to do right now.
Empty set for Isaac Dixon. He'll roll far side. Chased by Simpson, pass back of the end zone, caught for the touchdown, Jagger Gordon.
You know, that's a play with him being left-handed. You know he's going to roll to that position right there. And defense just got to stay with him the whole time.
The scoring drive's 15 plays, 96 yards, and Farmington goes on top 13-7, pending the extra point here by, I believe that's Titus Brown. Is that right? Yes, Titus Brown is in to try the extra point. Mobley will hold, and that fake punt looms large.
Here's exactly. That and the fumble, it's kind of, you know, that's a huge swing.
Snaps a little high, kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 6:25 to go in the half. Farmington 14, Springdale 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
15 plays, 96 yards. The last 8 pass from Isaac Dixon to Jagger Gordon's given Farmington a 14-7 lead here as we close in on halftime here in Central Springdale. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television, our first year with SAF. And, man, we are enjoying all the bells and whistles, aren't we? We are the beneficiaries of all of this, aren't we?
Love it because they get it done for us, and they just kind of put us in a position to be successful.
Yeah, Alexi and all the guys in the room next door, they make us look very, 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 very good. Yes, and I know I'm forgetting folks, and I do that. I'm old. So here's the situation. 6:25 to go in the half. 14-7 is the score. Springdale, really great drive right up until the fumble, and then the defense. You know, you get a situation on the fake punt. That's you make the hold, you get the fake punt, and Farmington's able to take advantage of it.
Exactly. You know, and again, we're on the 3-yard line, and it's a 7-point swing there. And instead of us being up 14-7, we gave them an opportunity, and they took advantage of it.
So Titus Brown's got it teed up. Back deep for Springdale. Vonnie Williams, Khalil Marks. Looks like Day-Day fans on the far side. We'll see. We haven't seen the Springdale offense in a while. 15 plays, 96 yards. Took up a good chunk here in the second quarter. Brown, he'll get into it. Ball's coming near side. Vonnie's going to get it at the 9. Vonnie looking for a little room. Across the 20. And that's about it. They'll mark him down at the 22-yard line, and that's where Springdale will take over. And now kind of an important drive here. Springdale gets the football to start the second half. If you can somehow take the life out of this clock, score with under a minute to go, you really give yourself a chance here to get one of those, and I love them, the 2-for-1s.
Exactly. And even if you can get a chance to maybe kick a field goal, let's change that momentum for our kicker. Give him a chance to do that. And you got 6:16 left on the clock, so, we just got to keep doing what we're doing. Our offense is doing a good job. If Jack could take that back, he'd take it back in a heartbeat. So he knows what he's got to do. Jack's a great leader, so he'll get the ball moving, and we feel good.
6:16 to go in the half. Springdale down by 7. 1st and 10 for the Dogs. Ball at the 21-yard line. Here's the pitch to Khalil far side, and that's going to go nowhere.
Yeah, again, that goes back. They've made an adjustment for the toss. They know now. We know what that adjustment might be. You might look at some kind of counter coming off that. Coach Bray does a really good job looking out there. Coach Hahn does a great job. Our offensive coaches are all really, really good with this offense. So,
4-yard loss puts it back at the 17-yard line. Second down, 14. Springdale. Here's Jack. Large hole for Noel Howard. No. 35-yard line, 40. Now the Jets are on 50-yard line into Farmington territory. He's going to be taken down at the 42, and that play has been there all night.
Exactly, and I was just fixing to ask. I couldn't see Noel and had been back, but it's definitely good to have him on the field.
So they'll put it down at the 42-yard line. He's had a couple of nice runs tonight. 41 on that carry. He's 5 carries, 96 yards here in the first half.
Well, and here's what it did. If you go back and look at the replay, the outside linebacker jumped inside. Jack saw it. He took the pitch, and Noel's just been consistent.
So 1st and 10 for the Dogs. Ball at the 42-yard line. Clock running, 5:22 to go in the half. We got guys moving, and we'll get called for.
Man, it was there, too.
Yeah,
Did
it
you
was.
see the pitch?
Yep.
And that's the thing, we got to eliminate those things. You got a new fullback in. He's antsy. He's ready to play. It's a different speed than Lanagachki is. And so when you put a new fullback in, those kind of things happen.
3 penalties now against Springdale for 25 yards. The clock will stop with 5:19. And, the thing with this offense is you can't keep putting yourself in long situations behind the sticks.
I look out there on the field, and I'm seeing Jack saying, hey, guys, let's relax. Let's calm down. And that's his leadership. And he did it when he was with me at George, and he's just a great leader.
So 1st and 15, ball back at the 47-yard line. Rancel Orellana's checked in at the fullback spot for Springdale. It's Marks in motion. Here's Khalil trying to get to the outside. He's going to be dragged down at the 46. I think we're going to get a face mask.
A face mask right there, yeah. That'll definitely help us. I think we had the slot go, the play side slot on the motion. When the ball snapped, he came back this way. So
we may catch a break here with the face mask. They threw the flag as soon as Khalil got hit. So if it is a 15-yard penalty, it'll be a first down for Springdale.
And I don't think they have they don't have the 5-yard face mask anymore. It's automatic 15 now. So
the penalty is going to give Springdale the first down at the 31-yard line. 4:53 to go. Springdale not in any hurry here.
And you got 4:53. I think we got plenty of time on the clock. Like you said, we want to use as much clock right here. And if we could use the clock and score with it running out, we get the ball.
And talking with Coach Hobbs during the offseason and the last couple of weeks, they just want to get the game to the fourth quarter.
Right.
They feel like this is a body blow offense.
No
it's
doubt.
just body blows, and they feel like in the fourth quarter they're going to be able to just wear you down and sort of put you out of your misery.
Right. Well, when they run this offense every day, that's what they do.
First and 10 for the Dogs. Ball at the 31-yard line. And we got guys moving again, and
we can't continue to do that. We got to get there. It is, and so we've got to do a better job of that.
So a penalty-filled possession here for Springdale on both sides. Going to send the Dogs back. It'll be 1st and 15, and the thing is, like on plays like that, it's there. They've got this thing. You can see the double motion there, but clock will stop with 4:42 to go.
But what you can't do is put yourself in a hole by giving them 5 yards.
Right.
That's 5 yards or plus, because we get the toss out here. That's a big gain.
Right. So it'll be 1st and 15. Springdale has not attempted a pass tonight.
And really, if you look at the secondary, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm running the football right here. There it is.
Up Jack. He'll keep it. Near side, that's Howard. And he's going to get back near the original line of scrimmage. It'll be a 5 or 6 yard pickup down near the 31.
It looks like we got another flag down by possibly hold on us on this end down here. I'm not sure exactly. I just saw the flag coming, but it doesn't look promising for us.
It is indeed. So we'll wait to see what happens here.
And I've been speaking about our perimeter blocking, and now we've got back-to-back penalties, and that was a perimeter blocking there as a receiver. We had a jump by the fullback, and this is definitely not an offense you want to be behind the sticks.
Exactly, and they're putting themselves further and further behind here. This is going to go back to the 41.
Right. Again, just, be smart right here. It's first down. You know, if we can get 4 to 5 yards on this first down, run some clock, get 4 to 5 yards the next down, just be smart, be patient. This is an offense where you got to be patient.
So first down and 20. Here's the pitch near side. It's Howard. He's going to get maybe to the 37-yard line.
You know, that's 4 yards there. If he breaks a tackle right there, he might go 6 or 7 more yards. So that's a toss into the boundary right there as well. So
clock continuing to run. 4 minutes to go here in the half. It is a 4-yard pickup up to the 37. So second down, 16.
You know, if we were at our first down inside the chains, that's what you want.
Yeah, that's
4
exactly
yards.
what you want. It's 4
exactly
yards,
right.
yeah. Inside of 4 minutes to go here. Braden Connor will split out to the far side. Pounders under center. 5 on the play clock. It's Marks in motion. Jack's going to throw. Oh, he's got him. He's got him. Pass caught. Noel Howard inside the 15, 10. He's down at the 6-yard line. First down, Springdale.
You know, I'm telling you this right now. That kid, Noel, has really, really kind of just blossomed. And he's going to be a really special player for the Bulldogs in this offense.
They're going to put it down at the 6. It's a 31-yard pass play. Springdale's first completed pass of the year.
Yep.
It's a great catch. Look at this run.
Great
Good, strong
catch.
run, breaking tackles all the way
He
down
has
to
to
the
turn
6.
back behind him and catch. Great job being able to use his body.
All right, so Springdale now with 3:22 to go in the half has the ball first and goal, ball at the 6-yard line. Kanagaki's the fullback. That's Howard in motion. They're going to pitch it to him. Noel Howard looking for a little seam. Inside the 5. Boy, he's going to be real close. I think they're going to mark him down at the 1. They do.
And here's the thing. Look at him getting up. Hey, this kid's tired, but you know what? I promise you, I know this kid. He wants the ball again. Just get him the football.
So it'll be second and goal, ball at the 1. Springdale with 207 yards of rushing offense here, and there's a power into the end zone. Touchdown, Springdale. Jack Pounders again with his second rushing touchdown. And the Dogs are a point away from tying this thing up.
That's a great job by Jack, just finding a hole in the middle. And as soon as he did, we were able to kind of push the pile. And their defensive line, like we talked about, taking those body blows, and it's going to, you know, eventually take a toll on them.
There's another look at it. Pounders into the end zone, gets the push from behind.
You know, and that's one of those things that may come back. It's, you know, one of the rules that they changed where you can't actually push a player sometimes. So, got some people.
Springdale running guys on and off here. This cost them last week against Harrison. Looks like they're going to get this set. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap's good. Kicks on the way.
And it's good.
And it's good. So with 2:45 to go in the half, Springdale answers right back. Our score, 14-14. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Springdale goes 8 plays, 79 yards, capped off by a 1-yard Jack Pounders touchdown run. We're tied at 14 here, and minus the fumble, Springdale's pretty much had their way here in the first half. They played really well.
Yeah, it's been fun watching the offense do what it's supposed to do. You can see the defensive line for Farmington just kind of get up slower. Our guys line up and they say, "Hey, let's keep going, because that's what they do every day in practice."
Yeah, it's been an offensive show. Both teams really. Springdale with 239 yards of total offense, 208 on the ground on 27 carries, and like we were just talking about, it's just body blows. Body blows.
Right.
Now this is a big series here for Springdale's defense.
It is.
2:45 to go. Farmington's got 2 timeouts. You can get a hold here.
Yeah.
You get the football to start the second half. And if you could somehow find a way to get points here, you get that 2-for-1
exactly.
or as my friend Jacob Gill likes to call it the middle eights.
Yeah.
The 4 minutes on either side of the half, you want to dominate those.
Well, and to me, right now, the kickoff coverage team, this is huge.
It is. Back deep, Elsick and Hodge for Farmington. A.J. Woods has it teed up. High end over end, coming near side, taken at the 8. This is Elsick. And he's going to get across the 30, maybe to the 32, and that's going to be it. That's where Farmington will take over 1st and 10.
A little better on the coverage there. Good high kick that time, and kicked it to 8 instead of, I think, Hodge instead of Elsick that time, wasn't it? So that's probably who they wanted to get the ball to.
Isaac Dixon, 6 out of 10, 51 yards passing tonight. They've really made their way on the ground tonight.
Yeah.
13 carries for 94 yards. Leading rusher tonight for Farmington is Russell Hodge, 9 carries, 54 yards. It's been kind of a mixed bag. It feels like a first game in a lot of ways. Springdale with 5 penalties here in the first half for 40 yards. And this has been, you're looking for that defense that we saw last week to really kind of rise up and make a play here. 2:36 to go in the half. 2 timeouts for Farmington. Dixon will bring the offense out. Hodge will be the lone running back. 3 wide receivers set.
Here's that tight end set right there, and you don't want the RPO.
They throw it to Elsick. He's got room across the 30, 35-yard line. Ricky Balderas will bring him down at the 39. So it winds up being about a 7-yard pickup.
And this is, Elsick gets up limping a little bit. This is super important. Our guys just need to make sure that we're in position to make the play and put them in the huddle.
2nd down, 3 yards to go. Clock running. 2:14 to go in the half. This is Hodge trying to get around the corner. He's going to get 1st down yardage. Run out of bounds. I believe that's Ricky Balderas again on the tackle.
Great job by our lineman. Big 99 is hustling and stringing out the play.
Javon Pohl.
That's a great job for a big guy right there.
Ball will be placed at the 43, so it is a 1st down for Farmington.
You can see the receivers, the Elsick switching positions. They've kind of got something probably lined out for him.
Here's Dixon. Far side pass caught at the 47. I think that's Reeves. It is. He'll get into Springdale territory. It'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's the kid you kind of talked about earlier on. We got to, kind of be ready for.
Ball placed at the 46 of Springdale, and very quickly, Farmington, in 42 seconds, has moved into Springdale territory. Dixon to throw. Protection's good. Pass caught far side.
The outside linebacker did a good job underneath. He's just got to try to keep his head on a swivel so he can get it turned, and he possibly maybe makes an interception there.
It's a couple yards. 7. No, check that. It's down to the 44-yard line, so a 2-yard pickup.
Well, and it keeps the clock moving. The linebacker did a great job. Lauder did a great job just keeping him in bounds.
2nd down, 8. Dixon will throw. Throws it long. Nobody home on that one. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Great job by the corner there, just staying on top of the receiver. The receiver kind of shut it down, and our defensive back stayed on top. Quarterback throws it. Great job there.
3rd down, 8 coming up. Farmington thus far tonight, 3 out of 5 on 3rd downs. 1:27 to go here in the half. Tied up 14. Glad you're with us here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Home opener for the Dogs. Now they're going to spread it out 5 wide. 3 down for Springdale. This is Elsick in at the quarterback spot. And he's going to run it straight ahead. He's going to be stopped at the 41-yard line. That's going to be 4th down and 5. Curious call.
Yes, it is, especially right there. Again, that's Elsick. He's a kid that now that Van Zant's out, he's going to have more responsibility on him. And we do a great job there filling the holes right there.
We're going to take a quick timeout. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
I'd love to tell you how much time's left in the first half. I have no idea. The clock is winding down. It is 4th down and 5. Now, if you're Springdale, this is punt safe.
Oh,
right?
Most definitely. And I think they're probably going for it here.
Really? You think so?
Oh yeah, without a doubt, because they know if they get the ball, they're going to go
Boy,
for it.
they sure are.
Yeah. And
This is dangerous.
I think they're probably going to quick screen it out here to Elsick.
Yeah.
They want him with the ball. They got to motion this side. I think that's what we're going to look at.
Fourth down and 5, 1:17 to go. Farmington with just one timeout. And we've got whistles. And the White Hat's saying he had timeout.
So the ready for play whistle hasn't blown yet, I
All right,
guess.
so they're going to have to reset the clock again to 1:17. Springdale called the timeout. So Farmington's got 2, Springdale with 1. Now we've got all kinds of confusion again, and we get the ball set.
Here we go.
Now it's ready
All
for
right.
play.
That's one of those situations when you do that, it can hurt either
They are
team.
going to snap it. Now we're going to get a timeout Springdale. They'll use their second consecutive timeout. So, Coach, let's hold it here.
I like the timeout right there.
Okay.
I do.
Now, I mean, they were going to snap it. You knew
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
based on the previous play. And
Right.
it's probably going to be one of those plays where they have Dixon rolling to his strong side.
Right.
And, a comeback route, something like that.
Right.
They'd hit him with that sort of thing. Now, if you're Springdale, what do you do?
Well, right here, you're going to line up, but you want to make sure you play safe. I think Coach Chick was going to see how they lined up first. It's kind of a chess match right now. Who's going to line up and what. And then Coach Chick's, we just got to make sure we line up and we're sound in what we do.
Dixon, 9 out of 14 tonight, 71 yards, does have the 1 touchdown. The Springdale defense looking to get off the field and give the offense really a chance here to maybe put some points up before the end of the half.
This may be a play here where they go long.
And this could be a quick count, to be honest. I mean, this could be a hard count, trying to get them to draw them off sides. It's more than 5 yards. It's 5 1/4.
Where's Elsick? Is he on the field? Unless he's at tight end, maybe.
He is top.
There he
Here he
is.
comes in
Here he
motion.
comes.
And we're going to get a flag. And it looks like it's going to go against Farmington.
The center must have double snapped it. Yeah, that's huge right there.
Yeah,
now,
it is.
now it does kind of make a difference with kind of what they do here for the play call. It puts them at about fourth and back
10.
to 10. Yeah,
4th and 10. So they're going to leave the offense out there.
You can look. He sure did. The center. He kind of moves it just a little bit. He knew it. He set up and.
Wow, this is
kind of been a bizarre.
Yeah, it's been
242.
The last 9 minutes with the penalties, the clock, and all the
Yeah.
things that are kind of going on, and now we're going to get another timeout. This one, Farmington.
Yeah.
We'll take the timeout with them. 1:16 to go in the half. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution. Connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Looks like J.R. Eldridge has thought better of it. He's sending Ian Shadden out and the punting team. Now, the last time they did this in Springdale territory, they tried tried and were successful with the fake punt. So if you're in Springdale here, this is punt safe. You just want to make sure the kick gets away.
Right. Well, looking at the 3 guys in the middle, they had taken one of them out, put number 5. They don't have him in there. It's a little bit further distance. Now you're going to play punt safe, let it go, and they're going to probably try to just pin you deep here and see what happens. Yeah.
Shadden's kick is away. It's going to bounce at the 11-yard line and roll into the end zone. So best of all worlds for Springdale is you're going to get the ball here at the 20-yard line. And, with 1:08 and 1 timeout.
You be smart right here. You got a minute 8. You know you're getting the ball the second half. You're probably not going to do anything that's going to, cost you a chance at giving them any momentum right here.
Yep, so Jack Pounders will bring the offense out against Springdale with 239 yards of total offense here in the first half. 208 of that on the ground. I did look it up. Springdale's 325 last week against Harrison is the most rushing yards this century.
Wow.
It's also the first time that Springdale has not had a passing yard in a ball game since the 50s.
Well, and a lot of people may not really kind of like that, but hey, this is the true
That's what this
gridiron
offense is,
football, and hey, you line it up 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and it's it's a good offense for our kids, and our kids are bought in. They love it. They're soaking it up like sponges, and it's been fun watching these coaches do that. We've got a great group of coaches that just do a great job with those kids.
1st and 10 for Springdale. Ball at the 20-yard line. Pounders in the ball game. He'll go under center. This is Khalil Marks with a little bit of room to the outside 30-yard line. He's going to be run out of bounds, an 11-yard pickup. And, he's that one guy, boy. If you could just get him loose, nobody's going to catch him.
That's right. And he's that one shoestring away from, like you said, taking it to the house. And great job there. And, again, we're just running our offense right here. And they're doing a really good job just executing what they have to do. 6
carries, 29 yards for Khalil here in the first half. The star has really been Noel Howard. He's got 8 carries, 110 yards, plus he has a 31-yard reception. 1:06 to go in the half. Springdale 1st and 10. Here's Jack. Noel couldn't control it. He's going to go down at the 30, and they're going to say
he's down. Well, we got a whistle right here.
Well, we'll wait for the call. Coach Bray doesn't like it. They're going to say it was a fumble and return for a touchdown.
Yep, that's what this guy's going to let it go. Wow.
Disaster strikes for Springdale. It's going to be a 30-yard touchdown return.
Not what you wanted right
Not
there.
Not at all.
But, and it's kind of weird because the official just stood there, and if he's going to let it go, he would have probably gone with the play. But by him staying there.
Titus Brown comes in to try the extra point.
He's clearly down. Going back looking at the play there, his knees are down. He rolls over and the ball rolls out, but he's clearly down. You'd sure like to have some instant replay there, but we didn't get it. And unfortunately, we're going to have to come back, kind of press the reset button and regroup right here.
Our new score, Farmington 21, Springdale 14, 45 seconds to go in the half. We'll be right back. You're watching Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. .45 seconds to go here in the first half. Springdale turns it over for the second time here in the first half, and you can see coaching staff really unhappy, and we had a pretty good view of it. It looked like Noel was down.
Yeah, and going back watching the replay, you can kind of see when he gets tackled, he rolls over, and as he rolls over on his knees, then you see the ball roll out. So clearly down. You can see Coach Hobbs fighting for his team, and so like I said, at this point, it's one of those situations you just press your reset button, and we got to regroup and play football.
So it's 21-14. Titus Brown has it teed up. That'll drive Vonnie back into the end zone, or check that Khalil into the end zone, and Springdale will start at the 20 here, and I'm imagining this is probably take a knee territory and get out of here.
Yeah, at this point, we've had situations happen. We've had the officials, and I don't like really just saying stuff, but we've had officials not communicate on our first touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
We've had some officials do some things as far as clock management. So, and then this situation here. So, again, just regroup, play football, and that's what they're going to do.
Well, the offense will come back onto the field here.
Looks like with the formation we're in, looks like we're going to probably take a knee here.
I would think so.
You've got your safety there back behind with the slot. Yeah, looks like we're going to take a knee here. Man.
Tough way to end the first half for Springdale. They'll take a knee, and they're going to have to do it one more time.
Well, it looks like that may be it, where they set it up. Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be the end of the first half. Our score after 2 quarters, Farmington 21, Springdale 14. I don't, if you're going to go to the locker room here, you don't have to run a play. You've got 18 on the play clock, 10 on the game clock. Springdale's looks like they're going to head to the locker room.
Yeah, it's disappointing offensively. The both turnovers, they capitalized and put them in the end zone on both of those.
There you go. 2 turnovers, 14 points for Farmington. That's been the story so far. Our score after 2, Farmington 21, Springdale 14. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Our halftime score, Farmington 21, Springdale 14. Getting ready for our halftime show. The Springdale Band about to enter the field. Our halftime show is brought to you by the Springdale Athletic Foundation, Tyson Foods, McClarty Daniel, Harps Hometown Fresh, and our friends at Arvest Bank. Enjoy the halftime show. Coach and I will be back to wrap up the first half and talk about the second half coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Springdale Dance Team. a big hand for the Springdale High School dance team. Continuing our halftime entertainment, please welcome to the field the Springdale High School cheer team. Ladies and gentlemen, your music is on. Give a big hand for the Springdale High School cheer team. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to tonight's performance of the award-winning, critically acclaimed Springdale High School marching band. We invite you to remain seated as the band takes the field. This year's show centers around one of the most iconic characters in movie history. We focus on his personal journey down Yellow Brick Road in search of what each of us has inside, the heart. Featuring the music of Miranda Lambert, John Madden, and Elton John, we hope you thoroughly enjoy our 2023-2024 show entitled Tin Man. Shouldn't spend your whole life rushed. For something that will fall apart. Every time you're feeling empty, better thank your lucky stars. If you ever felt one breaking, you'd never want to part.
Welcome back to Springdale. Our halftime score, Farmington 21, Springdale 14. Looking at some first half highlights. There's the touchdown run early that made it 7-0. Then Springdale came right back down the field. Noel Howard with a big long run here. Springdale, coach, you know, some good, some bad. You know, it's been kind of a mixed bag, but mostly good, 258 yards on the ground.
Right.
Touchdown by Jack to make it 7-7.
Again, 2 big plays.
Yeah. It's I mean, look at this. I mean, Javon Polite, he had a lot of penetration early. Ricky Balderas in there making stops. Springdale defense not playing badly, just 172 yards here. That's a good run here by Vonnie Williams. His first carry of the night gets first down yardage. Should have been a horse collar, but you know, we'll let it slide. This really the big play as far as I'm concerned. That right there kind of changed momentum. Springdale had really just sucked the life out of them here. A fourth down fake punt for Farmington. Nice hit there by I think that was Simpson with the hit there. And then, you know, a touchdown pass from Isaac Dixon to Jagger Gordon. That guy, man, he has been a nightmare the last 2 years. But you know, Springdale sort of answers right back here. Khalil Marks, you know, not here, but Springdale gets back on the board. And, you know, it's 2 plays. You know, like you said, this is a great play here from Jack. Finds Noel Howard out in the flat.
Great catch. Good body movement by Noel.
Yeah, that's, I mean, just great play there. And Springdale punches it in from there. Jack with the touchdown run. And Springdale's in the ball game here. And then, you know, this, you know, you can interpret this a lot of ways here, but, you know, they're going to say ball came out before his knee went down. It's picked up by the corner there from Farmington. 30-yard, that's Joseph Richards, 30-yard fumble recovery. And Farmington goes in at halftime, 21-14. They got to feel pretty lucky about where they are.
They do. You know, they didn't want the last play there right before half, but at the same time, you know, that's unfortunate for us on the offense. The good thing is we get the ball the second half.
Yeah, and that's You talk about, offense, defense, Springdale with 289 yards of total offense here. We're going to get back underway in about 5 minutes. 289 yards, 258 on the ground, 31 through the air, but, with that 131-yard touchdown run, but the 2 turnovers.
Right.
That's the difference in the ballgame.
That's exactly right. And, those are things that, and if you look at it, the penalties before that, we got backed up. And those are some little things we've got to eliminate and get corrected.
Yeah, you talk about the penalties. 5 penalties here in the first half for Springdale, 40 yards. Farmington not struggling as much.
Right.
Three penalties for 30 yards, and it's been kind of a disjointed game. It felt clunky at times, but if you're Springdale going in at 14, I think you would have been real happy. But you turn it over there at the end, and Farmington walks in with a 7-point lead. But now Springdale's going to get the ball first. We'll see what kind of adjustments. We saw what Harrison did in the second half, taking away this play right here, the toss. It feels like Farmington's adjusted to it.
Right.
But Springdale's gone to that kind of midline option, which has had a lot of success in lieu of the toss.
That's exactly right. And, those are some adjustments that this offense can do if you do make that adjustment. And, again, you've seen there where they can actually throw the ball, too, and the guy's going to be open because they're drawing them in. And this is an offense where if you don't play sound, you don't do your job on the defensive side of the ball, those are things that can happen.
Yeah. Here it is, the big play of the first half, the fumble, and that is the difference in the ball game. You talk about Noel Harrod, 8 carries, 110 yards in the first half. Jack Pounders just 3 for 12. He had 100 yards last week. Kanagaki, 10 carries, 54 yards. Vonnie Williams has 2 carries for 53 yards, and Khalil Marks 6 for 29. So Springdale, has had no problem moving the football. It's it's been the turnovers and the penalties, and that's really the story of the first half.
Exactly, and again, we just got to eliminate those, come back on offense. Kicking the ball off, make sure they kick the ball up front, not an onside there to surprise possibly. And just do what we do on offense. Second half, let's make it be ours. And you mentioned early, it's body blow after body blow after body blow. And in the fourth quarter, that's when our body blows need to take over.
Yeah, and that's what Coach Hobbs has talked about all during the offseason is the attrition that this offense takes. Look, Farmington's not very deep. They're dealing with some injuries to some key guys. They're not a deep team. You're hoping that, 4-yard runs become 8-yard runs, and 8-yard runs become 16-yard runs. And you hope you can possess the football. But down 7 here, this opening drive for Springdale is really critical, just like it was last week at Farmington when they went 3 and out.
Exactly. And they got to come out again. Just do what you do. If we will start off, and I think that's going to be something, we got the mid-triple going with the pitch. We can run the toss. They've kind of made an adjustment with the toss. That's kind of why we went with the pitch, and the pitch has been wide open. We get the pitch like we need to, and then the fullback's going to open back up, and the play action, obviously, we've seen where it's open.
So let's talk about Springdale's defense. It played well at times in the first half. It had a couple of busts here, but nothing that's gone over the top. Farmington missed one long pass looking for Elsick, but other than that, Springdale really been airtight defensively.
Exactly. They've made a couple of first downs on 2 passes to Elsick there, going to one little safety there, but other than that, like you said, it's been pretty sound. Defensively, they've run to the ball. Here's what they've done. They've all run to the football. They've helped string it out. Even when I say help string it out, you've got big men up front stringing it out. You've got Cooper outside doing a great job. And he's kind of been, if you watch him on the special teams, he kind of lines them up and getting them set.
Yeah, you really like him. You think he's kind of that jack of all trades, can do a little bit of everything.
Exactly. And they talk about MVPs. He's the guy that makes our team most valuable. He makes more players valuable doing what he does, and that's great. I mean, that's awesome.
So let's talk about what Coach Hobbs and they're going to have. I mean, they got their hands full here in the second half. Down 7, they're in the ball game, playing well.
Right.
When Coach comes out here and they're going to take the ball here, I mean, is this one of those drip drives where it's 15 plays if you can and just keep it on, or you got to look for a lightning strike early?
I think you pound it away at them and you tell them, look, if you're going to be in this game, you may be up, but we're fixing to pound it. And we're going to hit you in the mouth every single play. You better line up and be ready to play.
We're about ready to start the second half here. Springdale again down by 7. Turned it over twice in the first half, and we're about to kick this thing off here, and Springdale hasn't come out yet. Farmington's been on the field for about 2 or 3 minutes. I haven't seen Springdale make an appearance here, so we're going to take a quick timeout, and then Coach and I will come back, and we'll get the second half underway. It's great to have you along here on Springdale Athletics Foundation Television. We'll be right back. Hi, this is Zach Arns, the voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Tawnytown, Arkansas is now opened and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today. 888-498-2549. That's 888-498-2549.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas, with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
And it's good!
Introducing the Springdale Public Schools Paper Football Tournament. Get ready for a showdown like no other, where the game comes alive on paper. It's not just a child's game, it's a battle of wits. Who will claim victory and etch their name in Springdale history? Experience the thrill of victory only on the Springdale Athletic Foundation YouTube channel.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Welcome back to Gerald Williams Bulldogs Stadium. We're about set to get the second half underway. 21-14, our halftime score. Springdale trying to get back to get their first win of 2023, and they've played well enough in spurts here in the first half. Just got to be a little bit more consistent.
Exactly, and that's the key there. In this offense, you have to be consistent. Turnovers cannot be an issue because, like you said earlier, it's not a fast-scoring offense. It's one of those offenses where you just maintain possession, you use clock. You wear them down, and hopefully in the fourth quarter you're up enough to where they're chasing points instead of we're trying to chase.
And a couple of scores from around the 7A West. Bentonville West trails Cabot early in the third quarter, 14-9. That game down at Cabot. Last check we saw, Bixby was up big on Harbor. We'll try and get the Fayetteville score, and the big one in the 7A is Bentonville and Conway. We'll see if we can get you a score on that one. So Titus Brown has it teed up for Farmington. Springdale's going to get the football first.
Again, like you said too, to me, this is a huge series right here for the Bulldogs. So we got to do a really good job right here. Everybody set, front line needs to be careful, watch the ball.
Second half's underway. Brown with a kick that will drive Vonnie back into the end zone. So Springdale will get the football to start the second half, and now, this is this is just one of those deals, man. You got to grind it out.
Right, no doubt. And this is going to be huge, being able to get the first play started.
So first and 10 for Springdale. Ball at the 20. Jack will bring the offense out. Springdale, again, 289 yards in the first half. 258 of that on the ground. First play of the second half coming up. Pounders will go under center. It's Marks and Howard along with Kanagaki in the backfield.
Again, that's that look play the coaches are kind of looking at, try to see where they're at in defense and see what adjustments they've made.
Play clock is at 7. Marks in motion. Lodge gets straight ahead. Room across the 30-yard line. Springdale first down.
Good run, good hard run right there. Until a lot of times it's kind of like a scrum. They get in behind those linemen, and those linemen kind of love it.
So enough for a first down. Springdale moves the sticks. That's their 15th first down of the ball game.
Great start.
1st and 10, Springdale at the 34-yard line. Marks in motion. Same play, it's Kanagaki. Across the 40, close to first down yardage.
Again, this is one of those plays there. They've hit the same play back-to-back times. They may come back, look, so kind of check opposite right here. And if they squeeze, look for Jack to pitch it again.
9-yard pickup brings up 2nd down and 1. And, you wonder about fatigue. It is still warm outside, and Farmington not real deep. You just kind of wonder about fatigue with that Farmington defense here in the second half. And we've got a stoppage. Flag down.
It's amazing. They blow the whistle, no flags are blown, and then he takes the flag out of his pocket and just lays it on our sideline. It's been one of those nights.
Springdale picks up their 6th penalty of the ball game, 45 yards in total. It'll move it back to the 38-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Clock stopped with 11:08 to go here in the third quarter. Springdale down 7. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Here's Kanagaki again. Got a hole. Midfield. Kanagaki inside the 40-yard line. First down, Springdale.
And he broke loose right there. And if you remember back at the benefit game, he did the same thing, and that same thing happened. And the guy tried to take that ball, but Kanagaki learned from that play. Protect the ball.
24 yards on the carry for Lodgkit. He is now over 100 yards. He's the 2nd Springdale player with 100 yards in the ball game. Noel Howard has 110 on just 8 carries. So,
go ahead.
First down, Dogs. Ball at the 38-yard line. Clock stops momentarily. Now running with 10:38 to go in the third quarter. And Springdale finding their way here.
Exactly. And again, it's been fullback. Get ready for that outside to open up again. Looks like our numbers are
we
moved again, and these are things you got to eliminate here, and this is something that Jack's looking at his line. He's like, guys, come on, let's go.
And last week penalty free for the most part. Not a ton of penalties.
Right.
Pretty disciplined in that regard. This is penalty number 7 for Springdale tonight. 50 yards in total. And it's going to put him behind the sticks at 1st and 15.
And this is something you don't want to be in this offense is behind the sticks. That's for sure.
Here's a little wrinkle for Springdale. Landon Hahn has checked in at the wide receiver spot. Was told earlier in the week he was going to do this a little bit. They've got something for him. He's a bit of a burner, so this might be an opportunity to throw the football. Here comes the pitch. Khalil has a lane, 40-yard line, 35, 30-yard line. First down, Khalil Marks still going almost to the 20-yard line. Nice run there by Khalil.
And that's that move you were talking about. He's one play away, and you could tell there. He had a little extra burst right there. He took a little spin move and got him another 5 more yards. He's a shoestring away from doing exactly what you said earlier.
Man, he's 135 pounds, but, man, he is strong.
Soaking wet.
Yeah, you just don't see him go. You can't leg tackle him.
No.
He just runs through him. I mean, and as he gets older and gets stronger, he's going to be something here. First down 10, ball to 21. Springdale on the march. Pounders. Straight ahead, Kanagaki. Lodgkit still fighting his way down near the 15. That's what you want out of your fullback.
It's exactly what you got to have. I'm telling you what, for the fullback we've got, for the smaller backs that you see working those slots like you're talking about with Khalil being so small, this is an offense that gives those kids a chance to play and be successful.
5-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 5, clock running, 9:22 to go here in the quarter. Springdale, the drive right now, 5 plays, 64 yards. This will be 2nd down and 5. Here's the pitch. Howard inside the 10, inside the 5, touchdown Springdale. Noel Howard in from 16 yards out. Springdale's an extra point away from tying this thing up. Noel Howard.
Exactly, and again, that goes back. Look at your perimeter blocking. You got the receivers both on the same side. They do a tremendous job on the outside, and those are things that, you see at the toss here, and he's coming around. You can't see the block inside, but Howard does a great job reading those blocks and just running through. You can see kind of the body language of Farmington there.
A.J. Woods on to try the extra point, try and tie this thing up.
There's Cooper going through and making sure everybody's set.
Snap's good. Kicks on the way. And good. 9:01 to go here in the third quarter. Our new score, Springdale 21, Farmington 21. Coach and I will be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Springdale goes 6 plays, 80 yards, the final 16 by Noel Howard, and we're tied up here at 21. This, again, the touchdown run by Noel. Once he planted that left foot, man, he got north and south, and there you go, an easy touchdown for Noel Howard.
He does a great job. Like I said, he's a great kid. You got to love him, and he's a fit for this offense.
A.J. Woods has it teed up. 9:01 to go here in the third quarter. This a high end-over-end kick, angling towards the sidelines. It's Elsick at the 6. Elsick across the 30. He's going to get up near the 35-yard line, and that's where Farmington will start.
It's a great kick where you want it. The coverage, not like it was last week, but they did a good job making the play like they needed to, and now the defense comes out, and let's see what Farmington has to start with.
So they'll put it down on the 34-yard line. 8:54 to go here in the third quarter. It was a 2-minute, 59-yard drive. Springdale was a big plays in that drive. Now Springdale with 348 yards on the ground. They are churning up this Farmington defense, but this is what we expected.
Yes, there's no doubt, and that's what you want out of it. And it's just, early in the third quarter, and if they can continue to do this, they're going to really put some pressure on Farmington.
1st and 10. Elsick in the, we'll call it the Wildcat. This is Elsick straight ahead. He's brought down from behind.
I guess that's their version. It's the Wildcat version, but that's their pound play for them.
Lauder on the tackle. The ball will be placed at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup. It'll bring up 2nd down and short.
Looks like they're keeping Elsick at quarterback.
Yeah, Dixon is not on the field. This is Elsick. Springdale's got it strung out. He's going to lose a yard.
Great job right there.
Javon Polite, Julian Arroyos.
Got up, pumped.
That's a young man that has
Yes.
just sort of come on for them here in the last couple of weeks, and he's a guy that the coaches like a lot. They're going to mark it down to 42. They're going to say it was it was no gain on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 2.
This may be a play here too, because Elsick, he's kind of a kid. He could probably run up fake, do the old
exactly.
Tim Tebow jump style pass. Watch your tight end right here, 81. There's that H back, right there is your back. So
it's going to be enough for a 1st down. It's Hodge across the 45-yard line. Michael Dickerson first to make contact. He's just barely going to get it, but it will be enough. Springdale blew that thing up. I mean, that did not look good at all.
No, it didn't start out very good at all. And sometimes when they don't start out like that, you think, well, we got this one, in the backfield, but they got just enough for the 1st down.
Watching the Farmington sideline, Dixon's standing over here with the coaches, so it's not an injury of any sort.
Right.
This is obviously planned here by the planned by the Farmington coaches.
Yeah.
1st down, 10, clock running, 7:17 to go, third quarter. 1st and 10, ball at the 46. Elsick's the quarterback. Hodge alongside. This is Elsick.
And this
around the corner. He's going to get out of bounds into Springdale territory. It'll be enough for a first down.
Be real careful, yeah. And I'm not sure why such a late flag right there on their sideline, but it was. I mean, this is and we got to be in a position here where we got to be really smart, especially on their sideline. But I mean, the officials have done things a little differently. They've thrown the flags really, really late.
And it's a personal foul against Springdale, so
Yeah.
that'll put him inside the 30-yard line. And those are the kind of things you just can't have happen.
No, and they're in a situation where they're just strictly in this wildcat formation with Elsick, and they're running the football.
Yeah.
That's all they're going to do. So we need to be able to just line up and make tackles. Now they're inside the 30, and I think this is kind of what Farmington wanted to just kind of settle them down, and you've got a leader with number 3 taking over to do that.
1st and 10, balls at the 28-yard line. Same formation, Elsick in the backfield. Here he comes again, Elsick looking for room across the 25, across the 20. Now they're just banging away.
Yeah, well, what they did, they brought that tight end in, and out of our 3 front, they've got a bigger bubble. You can look and see when they show that. There's a much bigger bubble, and he's just finding a hole and just running through that hole.
2nd down and 1 upcoming inside the red zone for Farmington. Springdale here needs to sort of bow up here and keep Farmington out of the end zone. Try and get a field goal try out of this. 6.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
You can see out of the empty set, they've got an extra, the tight end gives them a little bit bigger bubble here, so he's looking at numbers.
This is Hodge.
Surely
and
there's
we've
motion.
got flags down, yeah.
Receiver moved there, so that's going to back them up.
Michael Dickerson coming off the field.
Here comes the quarterback back in.
Yep, Dixon will check back in. They'll push them back to the 24-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it 6.
Last time they looked for Elsick, just a straight 10-yard little hookup, and I bet you that's kind of what they're going to do now.
They got Greenbrier last week out of this formation, that tight end running a seam right down the middle. They're going to flip it out to Hodge, and he's got blockers in front of him. Inside the 15, breaks a tackle, touchdown, Farmington. And that's too easy if you're Farmington.
Yeah. That was a situation there. They got outnumbered there. They put their athlete in a position to move the football in open space.
So Farmington answers right back. Touchdown pass from Isaac Dixon to Russell Hodge, and 1 missed tackle, and he's on his way into the end zone to make this a 6-point lead pending the extra point by Titus Brown. Kicks on the way. And good. So our new score with 6:05 to go in the 3rd quarter, Farmington 28, Springdale 21. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletics Foundation Television.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings. Shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
6 plays, 66 yards for Farmington. They answer right back, so each team's at it once here in the 3rd quarter, and 2 touchdowns scored.
Yeah. Each team's kind of done what they've had to do on offense, and it's gonna and the way it's looking, it's gonna boil down to what defense is gonna stop them.
Right. Springdale's gonna get the football here, down by 7. Springdale made it look easy on the first drive, and you just sort of feel like this thing has been heading in this direction where we were headed for a high-scoring ball game. But that's not really what Springdale wants to do.
No, I don't think so either. I think if we can get up, get a chance to get back up where we need to be, I'd like to see them chase us for a little bit.
Titus Brown has it teed up. Vonnie Williams, Khalil Marks, Day-Day Fan back for Springdale. Brown gets his foot into it. It's a high end-over-end kick. It's going to hit in the end zone, and that is a live football.
Wow.
And they're going to say a touchback. That didn't get in by much.
No, it didn't, and he
Springdale
thought
catches
it
a break.
was. Yeah. He sure did. The ball, good thing it was a football and it rolled back that way. But
that'll make your heart skip a
man,
beat, won't it?
I guarantee you, as a coach, and you talk about that, and the kid's probably he's thinking, well, it'll go there. But a lot of times on the turf, it checks up, and that's exactly what the ball did.
Yeah. So Springdale gets the football at the 20-yard line. 6:05 to go here in the third quarter. They've run it well tonight. 348 yards on 35 carries. They'll have the football here for the second time in the third quarter.
Looks like we got the receivers over again in that same formation we scored in a while ago. So looks like we're going to come out and do the same thing, looking for probably the fullback up the middle like we had.
Jacoby Mason is checked in at one of the slot backs, number 25. That's him in motion. And we've got flags.
And this is something we can't do this, and we've got to do a much better job of making sure we're focused on what we've got to do.
Springdale will back up 5 yards. It's penalty number 9 tonight. Last week not a lot of penalties.
No.
This week it's been a little bit tougher.
And those penalties, you got to overcome those, and those are just extra plays you don't need to run.
Vonnie Williams checks in for Jacoby Mason. So it's Marks, Vonnie Williams, and Lodgkit Kanagaki in the backfield on 1st and 15 for Springdale. Springdale turns it over. The fumble right into the hands of
24, I think.
24 for.
Boy, this is definitely our defense is really going to have to kind of step up right here, and I'm not sure exactly what happened on the play right there, but we've got to get that corrected. I'm not sure what happened. If that was the quarterback, and I'd like to go back and see that on the replay and kind of see what I can come up with.
Farmington's going to get it at the 13-yard line, and here's a good look at it. The ball just came loose.
Yeah. It looks like Jack was pulling out of it, and it just kind of slipped out of his hands and went right to the guy. Unfortunate for us, but, anytime you run the option in that offense, sometimes those things happen.
3 turnovers tonight for Springdale so far. 14 points off those turnovers, and now a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line with 6 minutes to go in the ball game. This is Hodge. Simpson and Arroyo going to chase him down. He's going to pick up maybe 2.
And again, that's the third quarterback they've used tonight. I know he plays running back, but they've used him at quarterback there, and so
it's 2nd down. 9 yards to go. Springdale kind of, this feels like a big possession here. You can't give up 7, or you're really starting to chase them.
That's exactly right, and you definitely don't want to go down 2 touchdowns.
No, definitely not. Ball at the 11-yard line. We'll call it just shy of the 10. 5:20 to go here in the third quarter. Hodge in that Wildcat formation. That's Elsick in motion. And we've got flags down, and nobody's clapping, so we'll wait and see what the call is. Flags all over the place.
Well, I know on the far sideline, he's not throwing a flag in favor of us all night.
Springdale's backing up, so they're going to call the offsides.
Not for us at all. So we'll see there. And this is something, too. Things like this happen. You got to check your body language, change what we're doing, and we got to pick it up right here. Tighten the screws down a little bit, defense, and come off the football right here.
2nd and 2 now. Ball just outside the 5-yard line. Again, it's Hodge.
You got numbers this way, motion.
Now they move.
Got to be, yeah.
As a coach, this has just got to drive you nuts.
Yes. And again, when you're using 2 and 3 quarterbacks, those are things that could happen with that because the cadences are different coming from 3 different people.
Right. So Farmington will back up. Clock still stopped. 5:12 to go. Dogs down by 7. These turnovers have been lethal tonight for Springdale. Good look at the offense sitting there on the sidelines. Noel, Khalil, Colby in there. They want to get back out there.
You can tell those kids, they want to be out on the field. We want them on the field, too. Now they've come quads to this side. You know where they're going. Pass, option. Great job.
Springdale hems them in.
Yeah.
Tackle made there Simpson on the tackle, and it was kind of one of those run pass deals.
Exactly, that was a run pass option. Huge third down right here. The last time, if you recall, same kind of situation where they're at. Quarterback's going to sprint left. If they do, check the runners back, and it looks like they're setting up for the same thing here.
Yep, Isaac Dixon's checked in.
Looks like it's got a, well, here's your tight end set. Tight end trips. Nope, they're going to stay pro twins.
12 seconds here on the play clock. Farmington running around.
Watch your tight end over here.
Yep. So third down, ball at the 10-yard line. Line to makes the 3. Here's Dixon, hands to Hodge. And Springdale's going to stack him up at the 6. He's going to come up 3 yards short. And I think if you're Farmington here, you gotta kick the field goal.
You've been successful on your field goals right here. You definitely put you up 2 scores. So no doubt they're going to. Here's another thing: be smart up front, because they do have some plays designed where they can shift and drop down. You don't want to jump off sides right here and give them a first down.
So in comes Titus Brown. He'll try the short field goal. They'll put it down at the 14, so it's a 24-yard attempt.
There it is right there, what I was talking about. They shifted down.
Kicks on the way. And it's good. So our score with 3:42 to go here in the third quarter. Farmington 31, Springdale 21. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
31-21, our score.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for us. Like you said, the penalties have kind of been really bad for us. So we've got to correct those penalties, get that straightened out. Let's do a good job right here of getting the return, and let's just move the football and be smart.
3:42 to go here in the third quarter, and you and I were talking during the commercial. I mean, that's a win.
Yeah.
And you should be energized here. Your defense got you a stop. You're still in the ball game. You're not down 14. You're down 10. And this is a big drive here for Springdale. This needs to be one of those drives where you go in, you get 7, and you get yourself back into the ball game.
Exactly, I agree 100%.
Titus Brown has it teed up. Back deep, Vonnie Williams, Day Fan, and Khalil Marks.
A little shorter.
Yep, Vonnie's going to take it at the 5. This is Vonnie Williams looking for a seam. Finds the 20, 25, across the 30, still going, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds close to the 40-yard line. So there you go.
Yep, good hard run right there. We're outside the 30. Starting 11 yards a little bit further down the field this time. So, again, offensively, let's get that corrected. I know Jack well. He's a competitor. He's a leader. He wants to be in charge of making sure this gets corrected. So, I feel like Jack's going to kind of put them back where they need to be right here.
Springdale will take over at the 31-yard line. 3:34 to go in the quarter. This is a huge drive for Springdale. It's kind of in the same boat we were in last week.
Right.
Exactly. and Springdale got the ball with a chance to win it at the end. Now going to have to get a touchdown on this drive. There's Kanagaki straight ahead. He'll get 3 up to the 34.
Yeah, you got Big Tevin down here. He's 8-9 yards down the field, just putting people on their back. This is an offense lineman. Love it.
Yeah, and they should. I mean, you're not having to pass block. You're going out. There's a guy in front of you. Hit him.
You're putting your screws on your helmet.
Yep.
With their screws, old school football.
Yep. So Springdale will face a 2nd down and 7. Clock running. 3:04 to go here in the quarter. Double wide receiver set for the Dogs. This time, Farmington has Logic get stacked up, maybe a half-yard loss.
On the field, but it's a late flag, and it's on our sideline again from the same official on the other side.
We'll see what the call is. They're going to say an illegal shift.
I mean, he's getting an earful of Eldridge over there the whole time, and look, officials have to be able to. If they don't see it, don't call it. Don't let the coaches call it. And you can see Eldridge on that sideline. Wow.
So the penalty is declined.
No, I think.
Or is they calling that the illegal shift?
Correct. I think
All right.
that's what he was trying to signal there. So.
All right, so that'll push Springdale back to the 29-yard line. Once again, Springdale finds themselves.
You're right. He did decline.
Okay.
That
Yeah, that's what I thought they were doing. So the run gains or loses a yard, and now it's 3rd down and we'll call it 8. Pounders looks to the sideline to get instruction here. 12 on the play clock. Here's Jack. Flips near side. Across the 40.
How about an extra penalty play right there?
They're going to blow it dead. Boy, it's close to first down yardage. They're going to give him the first down.
Yeah, great play. And two, I know our sideline's close, but it doesn't matter. Officials, if he's out of bounds and he gets slung into our sideline, they got to do a good job protect our kids.
It'll be enough for a first down out to the 42-yard line. 2:22 to go here in the quarter. Springdale down by 10. They'll move the chains. Got out of jail that time, and now Springdale looking to head into Farmington territory. Jack will go under center. It's Howard. Now it's
great job
Lodgkit.
right there.
He's got a hole. Lodgkit, 2 hands on the football into Farmington territory inside the 40.
You can see there putting 2 hands on it. He's learned after that play in the benefit, and that's a great job there.
Ball will be marked down at the 38-yard line of Farmington.
And anytime you can run the fullback like that, it just only opens up the outside for you.
17 carries, 128 yards for Lodgkit. His first 100-yard game as a Red Dog.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, if he stays in this offense, he's going to have
a few of them.
That's right.
1st and 10, clock running, under 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. It's Howard in motion. Here's Kanagaki again, big hole down the center of the defense. There he goes down to the 10-yard line. Lodgkit, Kanagaki down to the 11-yard line.
And this is a play. I know he took a big run right here, back-to-back runs. Hey, this is a play where that fullback's got to stay in and just pound it.
27 yards on the run for Lodgkit. He's up to 155 on the night. Clock stops momentarily with 148. Now it's running with 145. 1st and 10 for the Dogs. Ball at the 11.
This is what you talked about. Come in there, do what you got to do, and put it in before the quarter.
Here comes Lodgkit again, straight ahead, inside the 5, still driving, and he's going to be down around the 4-yard line.
Great job. Just line up right here. I want to line it up. Let's go. Line up and run the play. Let's go.
7-yard pickup. Springdale now with 411 yards on the ground tonight.
Got another quarter left.
Got another quarter. Clock running, 1:10 to go in the 3rd, and Springdale knocking on the door.
This is a play last time where they ran the pitch, and we went in the end zone right here.
Pounders under center. Straight ahead, Kanagaki into the end zone. Touchdown, Springdale! So Springdale answers right back with a touchdown drive. Lodgkit Kanagaki goes in from 4 yards out, and Springdale right back in the ball game at 31-27.
Great job by the offense right there. Kept our offense. It was consistent.
Look at that big, strong run.
The one thing I'm telling Lodgkit, and I know they work on it, don't reach for the ball. Make your pocket. And there again, there's Cooper setting them up, lining them up, and, you got to love that.
A.J. Woods on to try the extra point. Snap's good. Kicks on the way.
I'm
it's
not
good.
sure that guy can jump over our center.
Down. Yeah, we got a flag down. Let's see what they call here. They did that on the last one.
Exactly.
And they didn't call it. I think they may have gotten them this time. Either way, the kick's good.
Yeah, you can't mess with the center, and that's one thing they've tried to do for protection of him, so they can't do that.
Now, that'll be assessed on the kickoff. Is that 5 or 15?
I think it's 5 yards.
Okay.
But, yeah, they can't do that, and that's a safety issue. Because the center's down there, got his head, trying to snap the football, and he's jumping over.
Here comes the call. They're going to wave it off.
Of course.
So with 50 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, our new score, Farmington 31, Springdale 28. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 3-point ball game. A.J. Woods has it teed up for Springdale. Back deep. Elsick and Hodge. They've really done all the work tonight for Farmington. Hodge, check that. Mobley is now in at one of the kicks, returner spots. He's near side. Ball's going to come towards him. Mobley's going to take it at the 11. This is Charlie Mobley. Across the 25, finds a seam, and he'll be run out of bounds about the 34-yard line. And that's where Farmington will take over. So now a huge drive for Springdale's defense.
Really big right here, and this is, you know, I'm kind of anxious to see what quarterback they come out with, because they've kind of done 3 different things tonight. They've gone with 10, they've gone with 3, they've gone with 17, and you know, each of them they've kind of had success at all of them. So we'll see here. We need our 3 front guys to step up right here.
43 seconds to go here in the quarter. Play clock has just started, so Farmington will bring the offense out. We'll see who's going to be at the quarterback spot. Looks like it's going to be Dixon.
Yep, 17's out. Look for the quick screen right here off the bat. You got a trips formation right here. They're in motion.
And they call it, so Farmington will back up to the 28-yard line. And, you know, for them, I mean, this is a veteran team. This is a, you know, you say a lot of young guys, but a lot of guys with a lot of playoff experience. This is a team that made a run last year, but without their quarterback, you know, things, you're in one of those.
Exactly.
They were in a tight game last week. This is a little bit, this is a little different. You know, you're playing a team that you really haven't slowed down yet. Springdale with 415 yards rushing.
Right. You know, and the sad thing is we've had that rushing and we're down 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been the 3 turnovers. I mean, that's been the Achilles heel for Springdale tonight. So first down 15, ball back at the 28-yard line. Spread formation. Dixon in the shotgun. He's going to roll far side. Michael Dickerson tracking him. Ball floated up high and then dropped by Reeves. I don't think he expected to catch that.
Got some, I think, linemen. They're about 8 yards downfield. So I think 77 was down here past the 35-yard line. So I think that we're going to finally get the lineman downfield, I believe.
So what do you do, Coach? Here, do you take 2nd and 15, or do you want 1st and 20?
I'm probably going second. I may decline this, and just because I don't give them an extra down, but, you know, we may want to, at this point, the yardage may be better than the down. So
clock stopped with 36 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Springdale down by 3. And still haven't seen a call.
Right. I think they're asking, Brett's asking what it is right here, and he's trying to get clarification to make sure which one's going to be more. So I think that's what Coach Hobbs is looking at. And now he looks like he's declining,
An eligible man downfield. You called it.
Yep.
So Springdale will decline the penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 15. And now
looks like you got Elsick coming back at quarterback.
Yep. And you know what that means.
Exactly.
But this is, you know, you talked about it. This is one of those where he could just step up and throw the football. But we'll see here. 2nd down, 15. Elsick's now in at the Wildcat quarterback spot. That's Hodge in motion. Elsick's going to keep it. He's got a huge hole now across the 40. 1st down yardage up near the 50. And Farmington gets themselves out of jail.
You know, and that's why he's there. He's that veteran guy that they need to step in and fill some spots, and he's that guy. And now that Van Zant's not there, he's kind of had more responsibility put on him.
19-yard pickup gives Farmington a 1st down. Clock stops with 27 seconds to go here in the third quarter, and now it's a 1st down and 10 and out near midfield.
That's that big play we talked about. We can't let those. That's 19 yards. We 2nd and 19 or 18, and they go 19.
Elsick will stay in at the quarterback spot. Hodge in motion. Midline option. Elsick keeps it. Springdale wraps him up. Connor and
Great job.
Lauder there to make the stop. No gain on the play.
There too. Looked like he's the one that actually made the quarterback kind of pull it there, and not sure he wanted to do that.
So that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Our score, Farmington 31, Springdale 28. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
We start the fourth quarter. Springdale down by 3. It'll be 2nd and 10, ball at the 47-yard line. The Springdale defense in need of a stop. They've been, had their backs up against the wall, a couple of times tonight. They've bailed the offense out a few times, and now
here's your quads look. You got a tight end on this side, so you got to be really careful.
This is Hodge into the middle of the Springdale defense across the 50, and he's still going. He's got first down yardage. Dede Fan drags him down, but it's going to be enough for a Farmington first down.
Those are big plays, and they're just looking for a bigger bubble. They're putting 2 or 3 guys and taking turns running the ball, and you got number 3 and number 10, both strong players.
Yeah. Springdale's going to have to close that down here. Right? They don't feel like a threat to throw the ball anymore.
No, I think
not without 17.
I think they're up 3. They're getting yardage running the football, and I think the coach over there, JR, has told them, said, look, guys, we're going to be smart. If they're going to give us the run, we're going to take advantage of it, and they're just going to milk the clock.
So first down 10, ball at the 40. This is Hodge again. Across the 40-yard line, penalty marker is going to go down on the face mask. He'll get inside the 35. They'll tack 15 on, and Farmington now just marching at will.
Yeah, and then they're going to attach another 15 yards right here, so that's even better for them, putting them in a better spot. You're almost getting them now where 15 yards puts them in field goal. Of course, here, this is a situation where when they get inside the 30, you got to hold them to 3.
Yeah, you got to hold them to a field goal. It was a 7-yard pickup. It'll wind up being a 22-yard gain.
If you look at their yardage, I bet you could go back and probably look at it. It's probably been big gains.
Probably, yeah. So 7-yard gain. Tack on the penalty down to the 28, and here comes Elsick. He's got room off the right side. Springdale
looks
has
like
him
we got a
in.
hold.
Yep, and sure does.
We'll take it.
So we'll wait and see.
It's amazing how many times Cooper can just put himself into play.
Yeah. Braden is he never comes off the field either.
No,
I mean, one of the undervalued things about him is that he just simply does not come off the field.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. You got an official going over there trying to check on him, but I'm just telling you, he's tough. No.
So it was a holding penalty against Farmington. It'll move him back to the 38-yard line. Should be first down and 20.
Right.
By my math, it should be first and 20.
Yep, and that's what it looks like, roughly. Clock begins to run again right here. Again, to me, this is a big play right here. You got a trips formation. You got Elsick back. You know what he's going to do. I mean, just let's go stop it.
So first down 20. I mean, they're not a threat to throw the football, and Elsick will get a good portion of that back, about 7 yards down to the 33.
Yeah, and that's something we've got to eliminate because you know, those are big chunks that they're getting back, 7, 8 yards. If they do that each time, they're going to get that first down and move the ball and just milk the clock away, and that's what they want to do right here.
10:30 to go in the ball game. Springdale down by 3. Here comes Dixon again.
Yep.
So now they're going to open up the offense. Clock running, 10:15 to go. 7 on the play clock. Hodge is the running back. Dixon will throw. He's got a guy wide open down the sideline. Pass caught at the 10. Touchdown, Farmington.
And that's your tight end there, 81.
Yep, that's Reeves with the touchdown catch, and Springdale once again finds themselves in a hole down 9. You see it was just simple. It was switch route.
He's coming out of a. It's kind of like our play. You know, you got the seam with the wheel, and it takes that linebacker to have to cover that, and we just didn't get that one done that time.
Titus Brown on to try the extra point. Put Farmington back up by 10. Snap's good, kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 10:01 to go in the ball game, Farmington 38, Springdale 28. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
$10:01 to go here in the ball game. Springdale back down by 10, and you start to talk about the way that that Springdale runs their offense. Your possessions becoming at a premium,
right?
And you've got to score on all of yours, and you've got to stop them.
Well, right now we've got to stop them. I think offensively we're going to score as long as we do what we do. Again, it's going to take some time off the clock. So defensively, we've got to stop
here.
That's right.
Day fan, Vonnie Williams. Drop back along with Aaron Casados has checked in. He's the near side returner.
Aaron's got some good wheels. If he can ever hit the sideline, he can run.
So Brown will have it teed up. Springdale's going to get the football here. 446 yards of total offense for Springdale, but yet they find themselves down by 10.
That's what those turnovers will do to you.
Sure enough. Vonnie Williams will take it at the 5.
Oh, my goodness. He called him down.
Did he take a knee?
He calls him down, but I'm not so sure. I'd like to see that on replay. We can't do that. That's for sure. Puts us on the 6.
Yeah, that's not optimal for Springdale. So they're going to start at the 6-yard line. They're going to have to go 94 yards.
Boy, got yourself in a hole right here. First play is going to be real important right here. First play.
$9:59 to go here in the ball game. Springdale down by 10. They're going to have to hit some big plays here to get down the field, get 7 on the board, even a 3 at this point, to get yourself back in the ball game.
Yeah, you got to put some points on the board, and you got to move the ball.
So first down, Pounders will go under center. Here's Kanagaki, and he's stacked up by the middle of that Farmington defense. No gain. He did not even get back to the original line of scrimmage. They're going to mark him down at the...
Looks like the 5.
Yeah, the 5, so it's going to be a 1-yard loss. And now Springdale behind the chains on 2nd and 11.
And this is definitely a spot you don't want to be behind the chains.
Second and 11. 9:25 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Jack's going to throw.
There it is.
And he's got Vonnie. Now he's loose. Vonnie Williams makes one miss, and he's into Farmington territory down at the 31-yard line. And there you go. Springdale with a big pass play.
Yep.
All the way down to the 31 of Farmington.
And that's one of those plays there where it lulls them to sleep. They pack the box right there, and you just pull it up, and the slot did a great job getting open, running right past the safety.
64 yards on the pass play, and the clock will stop with 9:01 to go.
You know, they're rotating players in, and coaches are trying to tell that kid.
Vonnie in motion. They'll hand it straight ahead. Lodgkit. There we go. Down to about the 28-yard line.
You know, that's a good 4-yard gain right there. And we'll take that. You know, now you're inside the 30. You're inside the chains like you want to be. Do what we got to do and score right here on this possession. Still got time left on the clock.
Clock running, 8:22 to go in the ball game. Here's Jack. Finds Noel Howard on the outside. He's going to be dragged down inside the 25-yard line. Look down to the 23.
Gonna be close. Gonna give a short 3rd and 2 maybe. 1.5. Good. Definitely 2-down territory.
Absolutely.
Right here. Of course, at this point, our offense is designed for 4 plays, not.
So 3rd down. We'll call it 1.5 yards. Straight ahead, Kanagaki. He's got the 1st down near the 20-yard line.
Yep. So to stop the clock for a second here, get the change moved a little bit, get our offense set up. There he winds the clock.
Springdale picking up the pace a little bit here.
Yep. They need to put it in right here, and then
Jack finds Noel. He's got a seam. Inside the 10, we're going to get called for the hold. Back at the 15-yard line, that play's coming back.
Wow. Man, right there. Great job pitching. Great job, Reed. Great pitch. And we get a holding call. Puts us behind the chains again.
Yeah, it does.
You know, it's amazing. Every time we kind of seem to get some good positive yards, we get a penalty, you know.
So we'll see how far this one comes back. It's going to go back to the 27-yard line.
So not as bad as it could have been. But
it could have been a lot worse.
But
it negates they would have been inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, big time with momentum right there. Now you're behind the chains. At least you got 1st down. So let's, you know, right here, let's get half of it back. You gotta be smart right here and get half.
So it's 1st down for the Dogs. Jack, the pitch near side. That's Khalil. Inside the 15-yard line.
Great job. You know, and that's a play. We're just looking at numbers there. They had the overhang player to the field up top. Jack does a great job reading it, pulling it, and then pitching it. Looks like Khalil may be cramped right here. Probably. He's run the ball a lot. So
6:51 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick timeout. 38-28 our score. Now, you know what? We'll hold it right here as Khalil gets up.
Yeah, I think he's got double cramps on both legs.
Yeah, I can understand it. It's not it's not as warm as it was last week.
He's just, you know, the slots are running the whole time, both slots, whether you're blocking or you're running. And here's the good thing about it. That slot knows if I block for the other slot, when it's my turn, he's going to do the same for me. So they get a chance to hold each other accountable, and it's great team building, and it's awesome.
All right, so it'll be 2nd down. The ball's going to be at the 14. The line to make is the 10. There you just get a look at the offensive huddle there. Big Terrence West, Maurice Oliveira, Braden Connor in there, and I mean you can see them. I mean they believe.
Yeah.
You know, but
yeah.
you got to get points on this drive,
That's
and
exactly
you got to get them quickly because you know the way that Farmington's been able to run the football, you're not going to be able to give them 1 or 2 first downs.
You know, I think you try to get this before the 5-minute mark for sure.
Sure.
And that way, at least you get them a chance to possibly get out there on defense and stop them, and give yourself at least 3 to 4 more minutes to run.
So it's 2nd down, 4 yards to go. Springdale at the 14-yard line. They are sitting on 438 yards rushing tonight, 533 total. Find themselves down by 10. Jack will go under center. Lodge gets straight ahead.
Man,
and he's going to get close. You know what? He wound up getting a little bit more than I thought. He wound up getting 3 yards on that. It's going to bring up third down and short.
That time he got tripped up. I think Colby got tripped up. He fell, and Lodgkin actually fell over him. So
clock continues to run. 6:30 to go.
Get your first down.
Third down and 1.
Jack may go right up the gut here. It looks like they got a little space.
You called it. First down inside the 10. Still going. He's going to get down to about the 8-yard line. So it'll be a first down. They'll stop the clock.
Yeah, they've got the whistle blown right there. That time they definitely blew it, and it was.
So the clock will stop momentarily. 6:19 to go. Both teams with full set of timeouts.
First down inside right here. This is definitely 4-down territory for sure. First and goal. Big series right here, and like I said, we need to put it in fairly quick.
First and goal, ball at the 8-yard line. Jack straight ahead inside the 5, down near the 2-yard line. So Springdale sets themselves up for a nice second and short here.
And that's a great read by Jack right there. You know, he pulled it. They played the dive, they played the pitch. So Jack did a great job just cutting underneath, playing tight right here.
Jack, 6 carries, 19 yards, had 112 last week against Harrison. Now Kanagaki straight ahead into the end zone. Touchdown, Springdale.
Great job.
Springdale goes right down the field. 9 plays, 94 yards. Kanagaki goes the last 2, and Springdale back in the ball game here, 38-34.
You know, they go 9 plays, 94 yards, and you got 5:42 left on the clock.
Yeah, now you got to get the stop.
That's exactly right. You know, you say it's not a fast offense, but for us, that's pretty fast.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah.
That's a big run right there by Jack.
Yes.
All the way down to the 2, and then Kanagaki gets the final 2. The extra point upcoming. AJ gets the kick on the way, and it's good. So our score with 5:42 to go in the ball game. Farmington 38, Springdale 35. Coach and I will be right back. You're watching the Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution. Connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
5:42 to go in the ball game. Springdale about to kick off. Again, they went 10 plays, 94 yards. The last 2 right there. Lodgkit Kanagaki. I'll get it one of these days. Yeah. He goes in for the final 2, and now Springdale back in the ball game, down by 3. But as we've talked about for most of the second half here, you got to get a stop.
You got to get a stop. Defense, you know, this is huge momentum. We got that. Now our defense, the line, we got to string it out. But here's the thing. They're going to milk the clock. They're going to use the clock. I think 10, number 3, they're going to use them back and forth and just alternate them and kind of keep them fresh and use them to run.
AJ short. This one's going to hit at the 17. This is Elsick, far side. Check that, Mobley across the 30 out to the 35. So an 18-yard return, and now Springdale.
And they got it called. Wow. That's going to put them back 15 yards. You know, the official down here, the white hat looked at it, but the official over here said, you know, I got a better view from where I'm looking. I think it's unsportsmanlike. So
and just a silly penalty.
Yeah. You know,
you're up at the 36. Now you're going to take a 15-yard penalty. You can put it back at the 21.
Yeah. And, you know, those are little things right there that can make a big difference. You know, you don't think about it because it hadn't really started the drive. But, you know, it's discipline. It's about discipline.
Exactly. 5:35 to go in the ball game. Springdale down by 3. And this, you know, you hate to be cliche about a lot of this stuff, but, you know, this is probably the biggest drive of the game. And here you can see the penalty. There's just no need for it.
Yeah, the whistle had already blown.
Yep.
And it was 2 or 3 seconds after the whistle.
So they'll march off the penalty. It's going to put them back. Well, if they mark it off from the 33, that's going to go 18 yards. Yeah, okay, there we go. They're going to mark it off from the 36, which would put them back at the 21. Now, Springdale's got 3 timeouts. So that's not an issue. We'll see. I imagine this is going to be Hodge and Elsick coming out at the quarterback spot.
Got 41, I believe, coming out.
Yeah, he's been battling cramps since the second quarter.
So we got a new defensive back end for us.
And Gavin Connors checked in at a corner spot. Landon Hahn's going to take that safety spot. Now, this is first down. That's Hodge across the 25. He'll get maybe 4, and that'll bring up second down and 6. And Farmington certainly willing to.
That's what they want.
Yeah, exactly what they wanted. They're going to mark it down at the 25, so it's a 4-yard pickup.
You know, and I think
they're going to put it back at the 25.
They're going to line up again, go trips, quads to that side with the tight end. They're just going to run the quarterback that way. I just think they are, and string it out. And they need to. The defensive line needs to kind of string out and slant to the field side, because I think that's what you're going to get. You know, be smart. You've got 7 down here at tight end for the pass. You got a safety over the top that's a little new. Well, it looks like they switched Ricky over the top of him now. There it is.
There's Hodge again.
Great job by Cooper.
Strings it out. Yep.
Man,
it's going to be maybe a 1-yard pickup, and it's going to bring up third down.
They needed that, and that Cooper did a great job. He just kind of sat there and waited, and here comes your Dixon quarterback back in.
Yep. Line to makes the 31. Farmington tonight on third downs, 4 out of 8.
I was going to say they're about 50%, and this may be one of the biggest right here.
This is the biggest play of the game. 4:20 to go here in the ball game. Clock moving. Both teams with a full set of timeouts.
They're going to let the clock run. They may call timeout with 1 second. I think that's what they're doing.
Yep, there it is. There's the timeout.
Yep.
So 4:01 to go in the ball game. Big third down coming up. Coach and I will be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. .401 to go in the ball game. Feels like this is, one of those plays here. If Springdale can get a stop on third down,
and this is
get
it,
football
right
back. Yeah, this feels like they've got a chance here to do something here. If Farmington converts this, Springdale's going to have to start burning timeouts.
Right.
It's going to be third down and 4. Isaac Dixon has checked in at the quarterback spot. Hodge is the running back. Elsick has come in near side. He's the receiver on the hash mark. He's been the guy that's done a lot of damage for Farmington here in the second half. It feels like one of those bubbles.
There it
and here
is.
it comes. Yep. This is Hodge.
There's a block in the back. There's 2 blocks in the
They're
back.
going to get the first down,
and they're not
going to call one of them.
We got the guy down right here, so, man.
So Hodge goes out of bounds.
Wow, we knew the play coming.
Yep.
We played for it. It looked like we had a couple of blocks in the back and didn't get the call.
It's a 9-yard pickup. It'll be enough for the first down. And now you've got to start thinking about your timeouts.
Yeah,
the clock stopped with 3:54 to go.
Yeah, they've not taken one off, so they've got 2 left. We've got all ours left. So I'm going to put that as kind of a notes for myself.
So 1st and 10. Hodge in the backfield. He'll take the direct snap. It's that midline option, and here's Hodge across the 35, and he's going to get nearly 5 yards up near the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they're just getting just chunks of yardage, and as long as they do that, I think Coach Eldridge on the other side is very content with that and make the clock run. He knows our offense is not a fast scoring offense, so as long as they can do that, they're content doing that.
Clock running, 3:35 to go in the ball game. 3-point ball game. Springdale needs a turnover here, you feel like.
Yes, we definitely need somebody to reach in, pull it out, maybe a mishandle of the ball, and so far tonight they've been.
Yeah, they've been the ball security's been good for them.
Yeah.
Play clock's down to 10. This is Hodge across the 40-yard line. Nice tackle there.
Yeah.
Michael Dickerson making the stop here, and it's going to bring up another one of those third downs. They're going to put it down at the 47.
Yeah, it's very similar to the third down we had a while ago.
Or excuse me, the 42. So it's a 3-yard pickup there, and it brings up third down, and we'll call it 3. Clock under 3 minutes to go, 2:35 to go.
I think he may be looking at calling another timeout here.
They're down to 7 on the play clock.
Yeah, Coach Eldridge is walking to the official. He's going to call it at 1. There it is, right there at 2:24.
2:24 to go in the ball game. Farmington calls the timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
I want to remind you, next week we'll be on the road down in Conway. 7 p.m. kickoff right here on Springdale Athletics Foundation Television. If you found the game tonight, just a reminder that all of the games for 2023 will be on the Springdale Athletics Foundation YouTube page. And we'll be sending out links during the week so you can click and enjoy all of Springdale football and into basketball this year.
Yeah, you know, it's great because I've got a sister that lives in Oregon. She listens. My mom lives in Magnolia, so it's great. They get to listen, and it's good that they get that communication. And a lot of the Bulldogs, I get texts from Andy Downham, all-state football player, and I teach with him, so it's great to have these Bulldogs watch the game.
Shout out to my guy, Zach Clark, watching on the other side of the state, cheering on the Bulldogs tonight. Here we go, 3rd down and 3. Elsick has the football, and he is going to get first down yardage across the 45.
Gonna be close.
Yeah, I think they're going to give it to him.
We're going to just enough. I think you're right.
Yep, that's and now you got to start using timeouts.
You got to, exactly. That one right there could have been huge, and but I think where they may bring it out and look at it. We'll see. I think they're going to call. Yeah, I think in this situation,
you got to
look at it, and that way it's definite. It's close enough at this point. It's a 3-point ball game. You're under 2 minutes, and I think this is probably good for both sides. You know, it's they got just enough push probably right there at the end, like you said, and so that's unfortunate for Springdale. We'll see.
So while they measure. I mean, this is huge.
Yeah.
I think he's got it, and it's not going to be by much, but you know, where the chains were, where they marked it, I think he's going to have it by
it's short. It's short.
Wow. Look at that.
It's short.
It's 4th down.
Yep. You know, here's the thing. They're a shotgun team. It's 4th and inches. Do they stay in shotgun? Do they line up under center?
They've run it out of the eye a couple times.
Right. But typically they're a shotgun team.
Right.
You know, I think here, this is a situation here, too. Here's another thing. You're at 2:06. If you don't get the first down, Springdale gets the ball right here.
Yeah, but I don't think they think that way. I mean, you're talking about fake punts, you know, and the way they've run the ball here in the second half, I think they're going to line it up and they're going to give it to their best players and see what happens. You know, they've got 191 on the ground today.
I think, like you said, they're fixing to go under center right here, and they're going to run the eye and hand it off. It looks like they're in shotgun.
Yep, so here we go.
Shotgun
4th down
formation.
and the 2 chain links. It's Russell Hodge alone in the backfield. Hodge straight ahead. Now, he didn't get there. He didn't get there.
Oh, yes. Did you see that?
God. Who was it? It's our guy, Julian Arroyos.
Arroyos
Springdale's going to get the football on the 43-yard line with 3 timeouts.
What
a play.
That was a huge play.
Can we see that again?
Right here, watching slant right here.
Was that Arroyos?
Yes.
It sure was.
Great
My goodness.
Play right there.
Julian Arroyos with the play, and Springdale's defense comes up big when they have to.
Gosh almighty. And here's the deal. It was like dominoes. He took the whole offensive line with him. That was awesome.
43-yard line, 1st and 10, 1:45 to go. Springdale's got 3 timeouts. They need a field goal to tie, a touchdown to win.
Hey, let's go for the win right here.
Jack Pounders will go under center. The building here is alive as the Dogs with an opportunity to beat Farmington in the final minute. Pounders. Pitches to Howard. Howard's got room on the far side.
And he goes out of bounds. Great
at
job.
The 35-yard line. That's a good play there on first down.
Pick up 8 yards right there on first down. Great job.
The ball will be placed at the 36. 5 seconds went off the clock. 1:40 to go in the ball game. Springdale with it. Second down, we'll call it 3 at the 36. You can feel the tension here in the booth in the stadium. This place is alive. Pounders under center. 12 on the play clock. Jack's going to throw, and we've got flags.
Of course. It's on. Wow. Same guy.
Yeah, it is.
Against us.
Wow.
You know, it's amazing. You can't. That is unreal. Unbelievable.
So Springdale's going to have to gather themselves. Penalty will move it back to the 41-yard line. It'll be second down and 8.
You know, and that second short right there, great time for a little play action. And gosh almighty.
11 penalties tonight against Springdale for 81 yards. Springdale with all their timeouts here. 12 seconds on the play clock.
Going back up top, you got your numbers over here. They're going to
have to hurry here. 7 seconds on the play clock.
They're going to run up top. Nope.
Here's the pitch. Khalil stopped cold at the 41-yard line, and now Springdale in a third down, and we'll call it.
They're going to call timeout right here.
We'll call it 6. So Springdale's going to call a timeout. 1:29 to go in the ball game, down by 3. We're going to take a timeout and catch our breath. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, block lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Welcome back to Gerald Williams Bulldogs Stadium. 1:29 to go in the ball game. Springdale has just called timeout. It's third down 7. Obviously, 3-down territory here for the Dogs.
Man, I got chills from that play.
Hey, that's a great
Arroyos
play.
makes the play.
Now you got to finish this off.
Yeah, you got to. You can't ask for anything more than what you got.
Right.
Defense did what they had to do on fourth down. Offense, let's come do your job right here. Don't panic. This is 4-down territory.
Offense will come out. We're going to split Noel Howard out. Connor comes near side. There's nobody over here on him. Springdale trying to move this Farmington defense around. Third down and 7. Jack pitches. Inside Khalil Marks, 35-yard line, still going. He's going to come up short by about 2 yards.
That's all right. It's fourth and manageable now.
You know, they're going to give him forward progress to the 34, so it's going to wind up being 4th down and 1. The clock continuing to run here with 1:10 to go.
Trying to line up and keep them from having a situation to call.
Jack straight ahead, got the first down.
Yeah, I think.
And he's going to be at the 32, so it's going to be enough for the first down. The clock's going to stop
this
momentarily.
official over here is giving forward progress. Obviously, that one on their sideline is not. So we're going to see where they're going to give it right here.
Yeah, they're going to put it on the 32. It's a first down. Clock stops, 57 seconds to go. Springdale has 2 timeouts left.
Well, this amazing right here. 57. Got to get ready to move the clock. We got 2 timeouts left, so we got to be smart. There's the clock running.
Pounders under center. Here's Noel Howard. Across the 25, 20-yard line. First down, Springdale. The clock will stop with 44 seconds to go. That's a play they haven't shown tonight.
That's that twirl motion. You got the guy back there, and so when they do that, they've got extra blockers out there. So he comes in, they turn around, he twirls, goes back. Jack does a great job pitching the ball. I'm telling you, just finish.
Springdale calls the timeout here. So down 3, you got 44 seconds and 1 timeout.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, they just called their second timeout, so they're down to 1. We're not getting updates on the scoreboard, so we know they've called 2 on this drive.
Right.
Now,
so each of us have 1.
Now you can't. The sidelines are your friend now, not necessarily the middle of the field unless it's for first down. But you get the first down here, you're at the 10-yard line.
Right. Well, the good thing is that we are a no-huddle offense. So if we have to get up on the line and run the play, we can get a signal and call it and run the play from the sideline. So we don't actually have to huddle.
And they're going to have to hustle here.
Yeah.
With 44 seconds, you've probably got, 3 to 4 plays left to go 20 yards. And you can tell this Farmington defense is gassed. I mean, they have been chasing these Springdale running backs side to side all night. Springdale with 481 yards on the ground of 57 plays. 576 yards of total offense tonight.
Let's take 500. Let's go ahead and put this 20 in. Make
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
501, is that right? Would that put us at
501 rushing.
Rushing.
So here we go. First down and 10. Ball at the 20-yard line. Springdale down by 3. Pounders under center. That's Khalil Marks in motion. Jack finds Khalil inside the 15, 10. Keep going. Khalil Marks! Touchdown, Springdale! Khalil Marks in from 20 yards out, and with 36 seconds to go, the Dogs take the lead.
That's huge right there.
Man, Khalil Marks, we talked about it earlier. That's a young man that just doesn't go down.
Right.
And let's see if we can watch this again. I mean, the minute he made the spin,
yeah.
I mean, you knew he was heading for the end zone. What a play here. Khalil Marks right here. Boom. Khalil Marks, you're not going to bring him down into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. And Springdale goes up 41-38.
Not bad for a 132-pound running back.
Exactly. A.J. Woods on with a huge extra point. Snaps good. Kicks on the way.
And it's good.
And it's good. So with 36 seconds to go in the ball game, Springdale takes the lead 42-38. We'll be back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Khalil Marks has just gone in from 20 yards out, and Springdale takes the lead 42-38. Let's not overlook the 4th and 1 stop by Julian Arroyos.
I got chills.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
I mean, he shot the gap and just shut that down.
And it was like a domino. He took the whole side with him.
Yeah.
And, man, you talk about an eruption. And here's what it did. Our offense fed off of that. And now you look at our offense, they're at 501 rushing yards.
Yep. Kanagaki's got 176. Noel Howard 151. With that run, Khalil Marks up to 91. He had 92 last week. But that
looks like Brett's going to take his last time out.
Springdale's going to take the timeout. We'll hold it here because we're going to catch our breath here.
And that's probably not a bad. You want to make sure because this is huge. You don't want to give them a big yardage right here.
Right. They've got 1 timeout left.
Correct.
And look, they can throw the ball down the field. They've hit Springdale for a couple of passing plays.
Right.
But at this point, with 36 seconds on the clock, A, you've got to cover the kick. And then B, you've got to keep everything in front of you. Field goal doesn't beat you.
No.
So they
got to
score.
score.
Exactly. They need 7. And
but here's the thing, too, that looms in our guys is 3rd and 38.
Exactly.
I mean, they know that happened. I don't want to bring it up, but they know it happened.
Yeah, and you learn from it.
Exactly.
And that's one of those things that the coach was talking about this week was that, a lot of young guys playing for the first time in that secondary. And, you got to do your job. Do your job. Don't do somebody else's job.
Well, now with 36, like you said, you're going to be in a prevent of some sort.
Right.
With secondary guys. You got to have contain outside because you don't want them just running out of bounds and stopping the clock either. You'd like to make them have to use that timeout.
We've got all of this new technology here with Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. My gosh, I hope they didn't have a GoPro on us during that touchdown run because you and I, we're not young people anymore. Jumping up and down like that.
I got excited. It is awesome.
Not going to go well. I'm going to feel that one tomorrow. A.J. Woods got it teed up. Back deep for Farmington. Elsick is on the far side. Mobley's near side. A.J. gets into it. End over end kick. It's going to come to Elsick at the 10. Luke Elsick across the 30, and Springdale's got him down at the 32.
Good job right there.
5 seconds
right
come
there.
off the clock.
Arroyos is firing up the crowd. He's ready to
I'm telling
go.
you, man, he is just one of those guys that
he might get a sack right here. I mean, he's just that. He's that guy.
Yeah, we love it. You and I were talking about him last week against Harrison, and now with 31 seconds to go, Farmington's got one timeout. What you got to look for are trick plays here.
Right.
The hook and laterals,
Hook and
all
lateral,
that kind of stuff.
Sweet pass,
Right.
everything.
Keep everything in front of you.
Exactly. Here's what you got. You got your two linemen. There comes Lotchkin. He's going to put him up so he can run.
They're going to put him at nose. Right.
Right.
I watched them a little bit during the spring or during the summer
quicker.
with this, and he's so strong.
Right.
He can push you. He can push a center back into the quarterback. So here we go. Springdale in a prevent defense, 3 down linemen. Lauder showing blitz. This is Dixon in the shotgun. 31 seconds to go, and Dixon low snap. Coming off the edge, Arroyos nearly got him. Pass complete. That's Jagger Gordon. Nice tackle there at the 43. Now Farmington's going to have to go
It'll stop
fast.
for the change.
Right.
As soon as the change starts, they're going to start the clock again.
It's an 11-yard pickup up to the 43-yard line. 24 seconds on the clock. First down and 10 for Farmington.
Ball set. Let's go. Let's go.
And I'll
there
tell
it
you,
goes.
Arroyos is the one that upset that
Yeah,
a little bit by forcing
in,
him to step up. Dixon to throw again. Flush from the pocket. Fires near side. Pass complete at the 50. Down the sideline. This is Gordon at the 34 with 9 seconds to go.
This situation here, you're looking at maybe 2 plays right here with 9 seconds.
And this is, I don't mean to be rude.
They've got one timeout, so if they do get a sack or they're going to call it.
Dixon doesn't have the arm to put it 35 yards into the end zone on the line.
You got 5 guys back
Right.
deep, and their job's your job is to keep it in front of you or knock it down.
9 seconds to go in the ball game, and
They moved.
Farmington moved. They sure did.
And guess who else? The one guy that wants it more for them, and that's going to back them up even for a kid, like you said, that doesn't have the arm that.
Yeah, and it's not that he's inaccurate. He's actually had a really good night. He is 14 for 20, but they're all short.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't thrown the ball down the field. He's not Van Zandt.
Right.
But he does what he does well, which is to keep the ball short. He's accurate. But this is, feels like
He's done a really good job.
He has. He's done a great job tonight, just keeping this. I mean, gosh, they put up 38 points.
Right. There's your rush right
here's
there.
Dixon.
Great job.
And Springdale's got him in the backfield. Down he goes, and that's going to be the ball game.
Now, he threw the ball, which it should be. I think it should be incomplete. We'll see what happens here. Get off the field. Hold on. Hold on.
Everybody off the field. So let's see what the call is here. They're marking it at the 43.
Are they going to put time on the clock?
Well, if he's down at the 43, the game's over because that would be a sack.
Right. He's saying they called timeout, and that guy over there is saying 1 second. Look.
Yep. They got the call.
Of course they're going to do it. That guy's been their guy the whole night.
So if we can see, hey Braden, can we see the sack real quick, or are they going to call the timeout?
He called timeout.
No,
but
they
they're not
didn't.
going to
They're
use
going to
it.
put 2 seconds on the clock.
Well, see, he's got a timeout. Here it is. But you can't see the clock.
Let's go back. They're going to snap the ball here in a second.
Okay, here we go.
This is the ball game. Dixon rolls near side.
They're holding. Here goes the ball. Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
One untimed down, 15 yards from where it's at, 5-10. So they're going to have a chance to actually throw it in the end zone right here.
Wow. So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, which will put it at the 28-yard line. One untimed down. Boy, it has not been easy tonight.
No, it's not. Why should it? I mean.
Why would it be easy?
Yep. Wow. Here's the thing. The time should have run out here because he kind of threw the ball. And then they're going to move it up 15 yards. And right here, one play, we got to back up right here and knock everything down. Everything's got to be knocked down. Get in front of them and don't let them behind you. Don't let them behind you, guys.
So they're going to put it at the 29. 42-38 our score. Last play of the ball game, Isaac Dixon in the shotgun. Dixon going to roll far side. Arroyos and Lachkit chasing a ball towards the end zone, and it is
knocked down.
Knocked down. Springdale gets the win.
Wow. That's
what
huge.
a game.
That's huge.
What a high school football game we had tonight here in Springdale.
That's huge for our kids right there. That is huge for our kids right there.
Springdale gets their first non-conference win since beating Choctaw here in 2020. That a nationally ranked team, and this a really good Farmington football team. And Springdale, a come-from-behind win tonight. They score 14 points in the fourth quarter with a huge stop from Julian Arroyos.
Yeah, and you know, if you look at the 2 games previous, we've come down from 14 each time.
Yeah, we have.
And this is the one we finished.
Yep, Springdale going to move to 1-1 on the season. Coach and I will be back to wrap it up. Our final score tonight, Springdale 42, Farmington 38. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Hi, this is Zach Arns, the voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Tawnytown, Arkansas is now opened and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today. 888-498-2549. That's 888-498-2549.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Welcome back to our post-game show, which is brought to you in part by Springdale Athletic Foundation, Slim Chickens, Trade Pro, United Federal Credit Union, Tacos for Life, and Storms and Swiderski Orthodontics. Our final score tonight, Springdale 42, Farmington 38. And Coach, boy, oh boy, what a football game.
Wow, no kidding. You know, you go back there, that's the first play they scored on right there off the edge. And right off the bat, we're down, 7-0. We come back right there. Jack does a great job pitching to Noel. Great run. I mean, he does a great job doing what he has to do, trying to keep the ball moving. Our kids tonight, we did something we haven't done in a while, and that's finish.
Yeah, they finished tonight, got down. And getting down with this team doesn't seem to faze them the way maybe some other teams would have.
Exactly.
They almost thrive in that role. And Coach has talked about it all during the spring. It's just body blows. This is a good run here by Vonnie Williams. His first catch of the night, first run of the night, gets a first down in a big spot here. They couldn't finish the drive here because of the fumble.
Right.
But you just felt like they certainly were the more physically superior team tonight. Right. They ran for 501 yards tonight.
Wow.
That a nice play there by Farmington on the fake punt. And then that ends up with the touchdown pass to Jagger Gordon in the back of the end zone. And it felt like we were giving Farmington points.
Yeah.
Every time we turn around, they were getting the football and punching the ball in because of a mistake that Springdale made.
I was going to say, we eliminate turnovers and the score's not.
This is a great play right here to Noel Howard.
Great catch.
And Springdale gets down inside the 10-yard line, able to punch it in here. And here's Jack going in for 2 yards out. And Springdale, they do great things, and then they have moments like this at the end of the first half where, you can argue the call if you want, but, it winds up as a return, a 30-yard return. And Farmington goes into halftime 21-14 with all the momentum in the world, but Springdale comes out in the third quarter, and it's Kanagaki straight ahead. Lodgkit ran for 176 yards tonight on 25 carries, and he was very instrumental in what they did. And, this little guy right here, Noel Howard, he goes for 151 yards. He winds up with a touchdown on that run. And, Springdale's just kind of, plays like this. I mean, these are just ball players making plays.
Right.
Luke Elsick puts him up 28-21. But this was the big swing right here. Springdale turns the football over.
Right.
Evan Shader comes away with it, and Springdale's defense bows up.
They're at the 14. They hold them right there.
They get 3 out of that, and then Springdale comes right back down the field here. Kanagaki down to the 11-yard line, and all of a sudden Springdale has that motor running, Logic it in for the touchdown, and you're back within 3.
Exactly. And again, that goes back to you're talking about they're just pounding, and eventually those pounds took over.
Yeah, they did. There's a nice touchdown pass to Reeves from Isaac Dixon, which put them up 10, and that's the last time they would score because Springdale got it going. Pounders finds Vonnie Williams. This is a great move right here. He turns a defender around, and now it's just pure speed.
Yeah.
And Vonnie makes a nice catch there, 64 yards, and Springdale now all of a sudden feeling like they're back in the ball game.
Exactly. We eliminate those little things. We had a lot of penalties tonight.
Absolutely.
I
There's
think
Logic going in.
There's 11 possibly there.
Right. Logic gets the touchdown, his second, and this right here, Julian Arroyo's play of the game.
That's no
doubt.
No
question. On 4th and 2 chain lengths, Julian comes up big, and then Khalil Marks. He'll remember this one for the rest of his life.
You bet. And you talked about him soaking wet 132 pounds, maybe. But I'm telling you, he plays 195.
Yeah, and then the Springdale defense able to, there he is. Julian Arroyos again. He's a game wrecker down there. I think the ball came loose at the end.
It came loose, and that's what I'm saying. If the ball's loose,
you can see it.
The clock should have run out.
Right. So Springdale, hey, look, it wasn't always pretty. 3 turnovers led to a ton of Farmington points, led to 17 Farmington points. But in the end, man, they did it. They bucked up and they got the win. And this is one of those wins that carries you a little bit.
No doubt, because you think about last year's Farmington game.
Yeah.
And it kind of set the tone. Now this one turns the corner for us. New coaches, new offense. That's huge for this offense, huge for the defense. Tonight was a good team effort.
It was. It was a terrific football game, a great high school football game tonight.
That's awesome.
And, for Farmington, they're going to go back into the 5A, and they're going to be competitive in the 5A West. But for Springdale, this game means a lot.
Yep.
A lot of adversity tonight with the turnovers, but you get the win here at home, and they're 1-1 on the year. Going to take this thing down to Conway and see what happens. And, you know as well as I do, a win like this carries you into next week.
Who knows?
Monday practice is going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot different. And here's the thing, yes, Conway, going into Conway, we know going in Conway's loaded. They've got great athletes. They got a great tradition there. They've taken Buck James from Bryant. Now he's at Conway. So the atmosphere is going to be a lot different. But here's the thing. Like you said, the momentum of this game with the offense that we run, it's a pound. I think that kind of is an equalizer for us. The problem is, again, the more we stay on the field and keep their offense off the field, it's going to be huge.
It's a lot of fun tonight, Coach. Enjoyed it.
Thank you.
We need to do this again. We'll do it again next Friday night. Springdale travels down to Conway. 7 p.m. is the kickoff. We'll be there to bring it all to you. Right there, you can see Friday, September 8th. We'll be down in Conway. Looking forward to it. For Coach and our entire Springdale Athletic Foundation crew, man, what a night to be a Bulldog. Isn't it great?
It's awesome.
It is great. When you get in the car tonight, listen to Rex Nelson in the scoreboard show. They'll be talking dogs. I guarantee you that.
That's exactly right. They need to be talking dogs.
Absolutely. Everybody, have a great Labor Day weekend. We will talk to you next Friday night from Conway. Again, our final score tonight, Springdale 42, Farmington 38. For Coach and our entire crew, we bid you good night. Go Dogs.